sideline.
24/7.
This is the first time San Diego State has played in the Central Time Zone since December 22nd, 2021. That was when they beat UTSA 38-24 in the Frisco Bowl down in Texas. See if it's a factor for anything early in the day for the Aztecs. They got in yesterday, flew into Rockford, made the trip over the stadium, and went off to Naperville where they stayed the night.
Pacific Diamond Wedding Rings. How about you start
Interesting, NIU in a 38-10 loss last
on the
week.
web at Pacific Diamond.
For one of the very few times in the last 2 years, Mississippi State actually ran more plays and more State with a fast break type of offense, no doubt about that. But NIU's going to have to win that battle of total plays today and time of possession.
Hunter Green will kick it off left to right, back deep for NIU. De'Rion Reynolds and also Landon Tate. Glad you could join us again. Last game in September. Next week we start conference play. Let's see if NIU can knock off a team that they're 0-6 against overall. Nice crowd filling in. It is Education Day, Band Day, also Salute the Service Day, as we mentioned. And we're about to kick it off. Hunter Green, a junior, waits for the whistle. And with his right foot, we're underway. End over end. Tate's going to let it go into the end zone out of bounds, and Huskies will start their first drive right to left from their own 25. We talked about Josh Holtz, 14 of 23 last week, 135 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. What do you want to see from him early?
Well, I want to see him hit the ball vertically a few times off some RPOs. He's 48 out of 63% on the year. His first career touchdown pass last week was a beauty. 2 interceptions on the season. He's got to throw for 150 today. The Husky passing game has to have that balance.
Kelly Johnson Jr. will be the back to the right of Holst in the gun on 1st and 10. Ball's at the near left hash. We get ready for the first play of the game. Play action. Holst rolls to his right. Now he's going to run up to the 30. Push out of bounds there. Gain of 5. But you see Holst again on the roll to the outside. They're going to say he's marked out. They're going to say the 29. So a gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
He did a good job extending that play. Jake Applegate with a nice little block to help spring him for that 4-yard gain. Huskies in script no huddle right now against his 4-2-5 defense of the Aztecs.
Givens, the receiver to the far side. Rogers to the near. Handoff, Kelly Johnson Jr. Far numbers, not much. Got back to the line of scrimmage. Taken down by Eric Butler, the Sam linebacker. So it'll be 3rd and 6 for NIU. First drive of the game.
Huskies have struggled on 3rd down this year, just 28%, 13 out of 46 after 1 out of 9 last week. And the problem has been, it's not been 3rd and 2 or 3. It's been 3rd and 6 or 7 like they are right now.
On this 3rd and 6, Holtz gets a snap, throws screen. Far side caught. 30, 35, past the 40. Good run and catch for NIU. Diari Rogers with the catch. Move the chains. He's up to the 41-yard line. Gain of 15.
Little bubble screen, and Landon Roan, the center, who was a scout team guy last year, starting center now, has been really consistent. He made the blowing block on the outside to move the sticks.
I said it was 15. It was 12, but still a first down for NIU up to their 41. Ball split between the hashes. On 1st and 10. 4 receivers. Check that 5 now. Holst has time. Throws. Near side and incomplete. Too high on this near side. But there's a late flag coming out. Holst was trying to find Diari Rogers. We'll see what this flag is. Eric Butler was in coverage for the Aztecs.
Diari game. 12 for 61 yards last week and a touchdown. He's a bruiser kind of running back. Goes 6'1", 225. He'll come between the tackles and boom, he'll hit you. Smash mouth football right downtown.
2nd and 6 for the Aztecs. Donegal gives it off. Far side Napier on the jet sweep. He's tripped up. Nice play on the far side from Jasper Beeler, the junior from Farmington, Michigan.
Jasper Beeler came up and got an ankle tackle right there to negate what would have been a big play. Beeler, really good tackle in space. He's got 18 on the year, and that was a big one that saved the first down.
So it's 3rd and 3 for San Diego State. To our right, Husky, 28-yard line. Ball set far left hash. Identical. Handoff right up the middle. Stood up. He's going to be short. He got to the 26-yard line on the run. That was Sutton. Jake Gasaway in on that play. Others for NIU. So it's 4th and 1 for San Diego State. Under 4 to play in the first quarter. Huskies up 3-0.
No decision for Sean Lewis.
Wow.
Immediately after that ball was spotted, they brought in the extra tight end, Zach Jackson Ford, 6'6", 250. So they're going to double tight end situation. This is going to probably go right to Lucky Sutton between the tackles.
On a 4th and 1 at the Husky 26. There'll be a handoff. Sutton, he did get enough. He got to the 25. England to his right between the hashes, and the Aztecs convert on a 4th down.
He was hit at the line of scrimmage, just kind of slid off. Anytime you want to tackle in that situation, it's got to be extremely low pad level. Lucky Sutton and his offensive line. This offensive line that has 6'8", 6'9", 6'6", they are huge across tackle to tackle.
1st and 10 for the Aztecs to our right at the Husky 25. Ball set between the hashes. Donegal in the gun. Jet sweep to the near side. 25, 20, 15. Taken down at the 9 on the jet sweep. Near side, just inside the numbers on a nice play for Jordan Napier. They're just trying to get him the ball as much as they can. And it'll be 1st and goal for the Aztecs. It's a 16-yard gain for Napier. 1st and goal for San Diego State at the Husky 9.
Rob Harley, defensive coordinator, he schemed against Sean Lewis when Sean Lewis was at Syracuse, so they're familiar with each other. He knows how much eye candy he tries to show. Different formations. They'll run mostly 11 personnel, 1 tight end and 1 running back, but they'll show 5, 6, 7 different formations.
2:17 and counting first quarter. Huskies up 3-0, but the Aztecs knocking at the door. Hand off to Christian Washington. England to his left, nothing there. Matt Jarowski was there. Harrison was there. Quinn Erweiler were there to stand them up. They'll mark him down at the 10. Loss of 1. There's a flag.
Went right into the offense line. You hope it's a hold, and there it is.
It is a hold.
Holding. Offense number 19. 10-yard penalty. Replay. 1st down.
That's the tight end, Seth Adams, a senior from Dawsonville, Georgia. So they'll push San Diego State back. So it'll be 1st and goal. They're going to mark him back at the 19-yard line near hash.
Yeah, check out this. Christian Jones, left tackle, 6'9", 330. Kalen Ellis, 6'5", 350 at the guard. Rasagulu Masuli, 320 center. Bayu Kaniki, 300 at right guard. Joe Borjan, 6'8", 310 at right tackle. Those are some big, big boys up front.
So it's 1st and goal at the 19. Hand off to the near side, Washington. Great play from NIU. Muhammad Jameh was in there to make the tackle. Mark him down at the 21. So a loss of 2. So it brings up 2nd and goal back at the 21 for San Diego State. Under 2 minutes to play in this first quarter. Clock running, 3-0 NIU.
Jameh came up from that safety position to play run. Good support there. Huskies showing 2 deep coverage on the back end now.
On 2nd and goal for San Diego State. They're going to look to the sideline, see if they want to change the play from head coach Sean Lewis and the offensive coordinator Matt Johnson. Clock continues to run. 1:12, 1:11 in this first quarter. Washington in motion to the far side. Donegal looking to throw. Has time now. Pressure comes. Little sidearm throw to the near side. Up to the 15 to the tight end Jackson Ford. He's pushed out of bounds. Mark him at the 15. Matt Jarowski was there. Jameh was there. Also, how about Mark Hensley coming over to try to make a play on it? So it's 3rd and goal for San Diego State. To our right at the Husky 15.
How about the Husky linebackers coming into this game? The 2 starting linebackers, Matt Jarowski and Erweiler, combined for 54 tackles. Now, last year, The two safeties led NIU tackles. So when your linebackers are making stops, that means your defensive line's doing their job.
3rd and goal. So the Aztecs at the 15 of NIU to our right. Ball set near right hash. Under 30 seconds to play first quarter. Huskies up 3-0. This is only the second drive of the game.
Crazy.
Then a goal gets the snap. Has time. Looking to throw, is going to run up the middle. And he's tripped up. Tripped on the play. Nice play in the middle for NIU. Play made by Reggie Jean.
Nice job staying with that. Gene playing laterally made good impetus into the defensive offensive line. That gets the job done one-on-one.
That is the end of the first quarter.
How about that? That's only our second timeout. And we will stay here for this timeout because at the end of the first quarter, Huskies lead 3-0. San Diego State's going to try a field goal as the ball's marked at the 15-yard line. Down to Terry Bonadonna. He's got a special guest.
That's exactly right, Andy. I do have a special guest. It's Frank Roberts from FNBO, a great sponsor here at NIU. Frank, tell us a little bit about what FNBO does.
So first of all, shout out to one of the best in the world, Andy Garcia. Guy's amazing. FNBO is one of the largest family-owned, privately owned banks in the United States. We're in the Midwest. It's $35 billion in assets, but we are a community. We're a large community bank. That's what we do. We're very engaged in our customer base, very, very engaged in the community, which is one of the reasons we're here today.
I do have that check from Andy for giving him that shout out as well. I know FNBO has been supporting NIU athletics for a very long time. Why is it so important for you to support college athletics in general and NIU in particular?
Yeah, it's a great question. So my wife and I, we have 6 kids, and we had athletes in high school and a few in college. And as I watch them develop and I watch these kids develop, some of these kids will go pro, very, very few of them. And to be engaged in their development, whether they're men or women, it doesn't matter because they're the future leaders of our community. They're going to be husbands and wives. They're going to be parents. They're going to have their own kids. They're going to run their own businesses. And to be able to support and watch them develop as the next generation is absolutely critical for us to see.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I just appreciate the opportunity and go Huskies.
Frank Roberts from FNBO, thanks very much for your time. Back up to Andy and Mark.
Good stuff. We'll take the timeout here as we end the first quarter. Huskies lead 3-0. Aztecs will try a field goal when we come back. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law from Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Dear Rocky Roads, the 2025 Toyota Tacoma doesn't flinch. Rugged twists? Been there. Rutted turns? Done that. With tons of top tech and rock-solid resilience, Tacoma is tougher than any terrain. And when the dust settles, Tacoma's legendary resale value means confidence for the road ahead. Find your Tacoma at Toyota.com or visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Northwestern Medicine isn't just life-changing for our patients. It can be life-changing for you. Because a career with Northwestern Medicine means you're part of a leading academic health system that offers more paths and opportunities for professional growth and development. Named to the National Honor Roll once again by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Medicine is relentless in the pursuit of better medicine. And our people make it possible. Become part of something better. Apply today at jobs.nm.org.
Your radio home for NIU football is 94.9 WDKB.
We start the second quarter here at Husky Stadium, Cricket Field. DeKalb, Andy Garcia alongside Mark Rendo here in the booth. Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines. Tony Strikes, our producer director, back in the network studios as NIU leads 3-0. Aztecs will try a field goal attempt. Before that, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law from Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
WDKB DeKalb. A Midwest family station.
We just had Frank Roberts on from FNBO, a great sponsor. Football, basketball. As we come out of the second quarter, to our left, it will be Gabriel Placencia will try a 30-yarder. The lefty, he's made his last 16 in a row. Right between the hashes. Try to tie it up at 3 as we start the second quarter. Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. Give him 17 now in a row, and we got another timeout. We played 5 seconds in the second quarter. Huskies, Aztecs, tied at 3 here in DeKalb. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law from Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
You work hard to keep your car running and your home safe, so it only makes sense to keep them protected with a company that has your interest at the heart of what they do. That's why turning to Country Financial for your car and home insurance is an easy choice. Country Financial has been providing insurance and protecting families like yours for 100 years. That's the kind of stability you can trust. Our dedicated reps live and work in your communities and are ready to connect you to get you the insurance that fits your needs. Get more from your car and home insurance at countryfinancial.com.
Good morning, NIU sports fans. David with Brothers Country Supply. We are proud to sponsor NIU sports and supplying all of your animal needs. Stop in and check out Open Farm Pet Food. Open Farm is the official dog food for our awesome mascot mission. Open Farm is one of the most ethically sourced and humanely raised pet foods. No matter what your preference is, kibble, canned, treat, freeze-dried, frozen, Open Farm has it for you. Come into any Brothers Country Supply location. Save big on Open Farm dog and cat food. That's Brothers Country Supply in DeKalb, Ottawa, Morris, Oswego, and Plano. A proud sponsor of all NIU athletics, making a pet's quality of life better every day.
NIU football lives here. 94.9 WDKB.
Husky fans, make sure to grab a Husky Seltzer this fall at Husky Stadium or your local retailer. Husky Seltzer is a crisp and refreshing cherry lime hard seltzer crafted by Penrose Brewing in Geneva in proud collaboration with NIU Athletics. Bursting with real fruit flavor, it blends juicy cherry sweetness with a zesty lime twist for the perfect game day sip. Proceeds from each can directly benefit NIU Athletics. Penrose Brewing's tap room is open 6 days a week in beautiful downtown Geneva, Illinois. We played 5 seconds here in the second quarter. Huskies at tied at 3. Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo, Terry Bonadonna back here at Husky Stadium. And Mark Lindo, that was only the second drive of the game. Each team has had one drive. That's crazy.
Just crazy. They went 13 plays, 63 yards, had it 7 minutes and 15 seconds before their drive stalled. And Gabriel Placencia kicks one in from 30 yards. Now check this out, guys. NIU had the ball 16 plays, 62 yards. They had the ball, went 63 yards. NIU had time of possession 750. They had 715. And I tell you what, the Huskies win because they got a 31-yard field goal, and San Diego State only got a 30. So maybe we win that battle of longest field goal situation. But total yards in the first half, 67, or in the first quarter, 67. NIU 58 for the Aztecs. Both teams, San Diego State 5 first downs, NIU 4. You cannot have a more balanced game numerically than we've seen thus far in 15 minutes and 5 seconds.
Both teams went for it on a fourth down, were able to convert, keep the drives alive, and each team with 3 points. Again, salute the service here today. Education Day, Band Day, as the fans have filed in. Nice crowd in this last game in September.
You get the feeling this game's going to come down to either A, key turnover, or B, who gets the explosive 60, 70, 80-yard touchdown.
Placencia will kick it away right to left. Lefty, high, end over end. And again, Devion Reynolds is going to go let it out of the bounds of the outside the end zone. So NIU will start this second drive from their own
Media
25.
timeout.
And guess what? They're trying to catch up on timeout. So we'll take another media timeout here. 14:55 to go, second quarter. NIU 3, San Diego State 3. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
In a world of long wait times, lowered expectations, and increased frustration, the Constantino Law Firm, LLC, remains a fully staffed, full-service law firm serving individuals and small businesses in Northern Illinois. We are committed to the traditional values of service and respect for our clients. We have over 60 years of experience and focus on real estate, civil, criminal, family law, estate planning, probate, DCFS defense, and personal injury matters. We have 3 locations, and we actually answer the phone. Call 815-758-4441 or online at ConstantinoLaw.net.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. American Family Insurance agents can help protect your future dreams, like turning your home into an oasis. Save up to 23% by bundling home and auto. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
The flagship station for NIU Husky football is 94.9 WDKB.
Toyota has more all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles than any other brand. Find your perfect ride. You'll shine bright day or night. Toyota, Let's go places. 14:55 to go second quarter here in DeKalb, Husky Stadium. Huskies 3, Aztecs 3 as we go down to the sidelines. Terry Bonadonna.
Andy, we talked about a defensive battle before the game, so I don't think anybody would have been surprised at a 3-3 score at the end of the first quarter. I don't think anybody would have predicted it exactly the way it happened either, though. Just 2 total drives in the first quarter. It feels like about 45 minutes now since the last play was run, but it's a festive atmosphere on the sidelines today. Everybody's feeling good about the way this game has started, specifically on the offensive side, being able to move the ball, very reminiscent of last week against Mississippi State. So we'll see if they can keep it up.
Now, San Diego State has only allowed 2 plays all year, explosive runs of over 20 yards, and that might be a key here today because NIU's need to be able to get an explosive or 2, both in the run game and the pass game. But for the most part, NIU's offensive line blocked very stellar on that opening drive. Once again, the pass game is going to have to be a compliment to the run game on the inside because when you get Telly Johnson Jr. and Chavon Wright going at the same time and maybe throwing Lazaro Rogers and some Jalen Poe, you got a good stable of running backs against this front 4 of San Diego State.
That first drive for NIU, they come out to start the second drive going left to right. Pulse passing 1 of 3 for 12 yards. Pulse with 32 rushing yards, 5 attempts. Telly Johnson Jr. with 14 yards and Chavon Wright with 9 yards. Coming out of the timeout. Again, 14:55 to go second quarter. Huskies up, or check that. Huskies Aztecs tied at 3. And are you trying to take the lead? Only their second offensive drive of the game. Jalen Poe and Telly Johnson to the right in the gun with Josh Holtz on this 1st and 10. 2 receivers, 1 on each side. Holtz hands off to Poe. It was supposed to go to Telly Johnson. It popped in the hands of Poe, and he'll be taken down for a loss as he tried to get to the outside on the far side. Be a gain or a loss of 2 back to the 23. Telly Johnson was not looking for that. It literally just popped right to Poe behind him.
First mistake of the game, and the reason that becomes a mistake, you lose 2 yards, but you get behind the chains on basically an unforced error right there by NIU's offensive unit.
So it's 2nd and 12, back at their own 23. Pulse, play action, rolls to his right, throws, near side, incomplete. Poe had it in his hands, dropped it at the 29. Incomplete, 3rd and 12 for the Huskies coming.
Straight zone defense by San Diego State. They will stay in that probably on this 3rd down. They do like to blitz on 3rd and long. We will see if they dial it up right here.
NIU changes some of the players on this 3rd and long. Applegate, Gibbons, Demopoulos, the receivers to the near side on 3rd and 12. Gibbons, the receiver on the far side.
Aztecs showing blitz. We'll see if they back off or bring it.
NIU at their own 23 going left to right. Rogers in motion to the far side. Handoff up the middle, 30 to the 31 for NIU. It's Chavon Wright on the carry. Well short of the 1st down, so the Huskies will punt. They got up to just past the 31-yard line. So Danny Vukovic will come in to punt it away left to right.
Ross Pedro, long snapper. He needs to do his job. Vukovic averaging 42.8. He's got 5 inside the 20. Unless he really booms this one, it's not going to get inside the 20. But he's been a good field position changer for NIU thus far.
Jordan Napier back deep to our right. Vukovic, high kick, spiraling. And it's dropped and it's touched. This should be a free ball. It's picked up by NIU. And it should be Husky ball. I think one of the Aztecs touched it. Trey Porter got it for NIU, but they're going to say no. No Aztec touched it. Wow.
Ruling on the field is that the ball was not touched by the receiving team. Media timeout.
Vukovic punted away. Oh, my goodness, it didn't. It cut to the left as it bounced on the first bounce. Napier was there, and it just cut to his left. I don't think anyone touched it. It will be San Diego State ball, but that was close. It was a punt of 47 yards for Danny Vukovic. Aztecs will have it after this timeout from their own 23 going right to left with 13:28 to go here in the first half. Aztecs, Huskies tied at 3. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Dear Rocky Roads, the 2025 Toyota Tacoma doesn't flinch. Rugged twists, been there. Rutted turns, done that. With tons of top tech and rock-solid resilience, Tacoma is tougher than any terrain. And when the dust settles, Tacoma's legendary resale value means confidence for the road ahead. Find your Tacoma at Toyota.com or visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go with the NIU Visa debit card. Free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies every time you pay. The NIU Visa debit card, only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC. Husky pride and sounding good in your ride. 94.9 WDKB.
Curiosity, collaboration, expertise. Northwestern Medicine is leading the quest for better care and better treatments in the Chicagoland area. And you heard about FMBO, proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Get the new NIU Visa debit card, only with FMBO free checking. One for the loyal, one for the fans, one for you. Learn more at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC. Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo here in the booth. Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines. Husky Stadium, Brigham Field in DeKalb. Back in the network studios is Tony Strikes. 13:28 to go, second quarter. We're tied at 3.
Well, San Diego State came in this game with 147 rush yards a game. They came into the season with only 34 rushing yards returning. And then Lucky Sutton has really picked it up for them on the ground with a little bit of help from Christian Washington. And their run game has been just enough to keep the pass game for Jaden Denegal and company to be able to extend the field vertically, getting the ball to Jordan Napier and Jacob Bostic. Bostic, a local guy out of Palatine High School. We'll see the Aztecs on their second drive. Just averted a would-be disaster. We thought the ball was touched. Trey Porter came up with it, but no. Now here's a Huskies showing a 3-man front again. Guys, last week we saw that some.
On this 1st and 10. Aztecs are throwing 23, play action. Denegal has plenty of time to throw. Does far side caught up to the 32-yard line. Catch made by Donovan Brown. Pushed out of bounds by Ty Miles. Gain of 9, second and short coming for the Aztecs.
Like them going play action on first down. And Jaden Denegal, 6'5", 230, showed some pretty good arm strength, throwing that ball from the hash mark to the boundary with a little bit of giddy up on it.
2nd and 1. Now up to their own 32. Handoff Washington. English to his right, just short of the first down. Quentin Burweiler was there. Ty Miles on the bottom of the pile. Also coming in was Broderick Wyndham. We had Wyndham on the coach's show this past Wednesday. Good to talk to him. This is close. He might be just short, be a yard short. So it's 3rd and 1 from the Aztec 32. Going right to left, ball set between the hashes. Jaden Denegal, the junior, transfer from Michigan, gets the snap. Handoff up the middle. It's Washington. He gets enough of the first down. Taken down by Broderick Wyndham. And Jelani Williams also in that tackle, but it's enough for a first down. They got up to the 35, moved the chains for San Diego State. Drive continues right to left.
Washington, he's a bruiser as well. 5'10", 205, straight downhill between the tackles right there. And just another push by the offensive line to move the chains.
3-3 tie here, 12 to go, first half. Denegal fakes, he takes the run right up the gut to the 40. You say he started the slide just before the 40. Be a gain 6 on first down for Denegal. Nice little fake on the RPO. Took it right up the middle. 2nd and 5 for San Diego State.
Timeout for an injury on the offense.
Yeah. It's Bayo Kaniki who's injured. Also, one of the Huskies is down on this near side, too. Might just be Wyndham working on some cramps.
Defense coordinator Rod Hartley.
Media timeout.
On his 53rd game quarter, he told us that San Diego State will run the RPO, run pass option, about 65% of the time.
I think Wyndham was just getting stretched out. I don't think they called that on him. It was really on the right guard for San Diego State and Kaniki. We'll take the timeout. 11:51 to go here in the second quarter. Husky Stadium, San Diego State 3, NIU 3. You're listening to Husky Football on the Constantino Law Firm, Husky Sports Network. From Van Wagner.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub, you get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th string quarterback and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. but the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the jersey rights number 13 original Italian I was eating on the sidelines. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Northwestern Medicine isn't just life-changing for our patients. It can be life-changing for you. Because a career with Northwestern Medicine means you're part of a leading academic health system that offers more paths and opportunities for professional growth and development. Named to the National Honor Roll once again by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Medicine is relentless in the pursuit of better medicine. And our people make it possible. Become part of something better. Apply today at jobs.nm.org.
Your radio home for NIU football is 94.9 WDKB.
Current Contracting, proudly serving the Midwest for 90 years with expertise in asphalt, road building, excavation, and site development. Current Contracting, building tomorrow together. Andy Garcia, Mark Linder, Terry Bonadonna here at Husky Stadium. Tony Strice, our engineer, producer, director, back in the network studios. 3-3 Aztecs Huskies. San Diego State will have a 2nd and 5 at their own 40, going right to left.
Well, some similarities in preparation for this game. Much like Mississippi State, this team will run a lot of 11 personnel group, just one tight end. They'll get up, they'll line up quickly. They do not have the same speed whatsoever as Mississippi State, but it's situational. It's pretty much the same kind of preparation. They'll seldom huddle. They're an up-tempo team. They won't let you substitute, and on a hot day, that becomes very, very important. But, of course, last week was the fastest team that NIU will have to cover, especially in the back end. So no corners will have to face the speed that Mississippi State had last week. Although, if you tell you what, when he picks it up and gets it down, Jordan Napier, number 2, their wide receiver, can flat out get it done vertically.
Somehow they stole Mark Lindo's iPod, and the Macarena was playing.
No doubt. I was dancing.
How'd they find that from you?
3-man front once again for NIU.
2nd and 5, Aztecs their own 39. Handoff Washington. England to his left. Nice tackle, though, at the line. Nice play from the Husky defense. And that is Taylor Powell, the nickel, coming in, redshirt freshman from Belleville, Illinois. So it'll be 3rd and 4 for the Aztecs, up to their own 41, going right to left. 11.5 to play and counting. First half, we're tied at 3.
Aztecs 2 out of 4 on the afternoon third down conversion. NIU just gives up 27% on the season. That's in the top 45 in the country.
3 receivers set, 2 to the near side. Jaden Denigal has time, looking to throw. Does, near side, caught. It's Napier right at the line to gain to the 45 and move the chains for the Aztecs. Another catch for Jordan Napier. The drive continues for the Aztecs.
Pocket, poise, and keep possession for the Aztecs, as just throwing a seed to his favorite receiver right there was Jaden Denigal.
They'll go quick up to their own 45, going right to left. Denigal, play action. Has time, looking to throw. He's going to go deep. Middle of the field's got a receiver for Bostic, just too far, incomplete. He dove for it on a post pattern, just right up the middle on a long bomb, incomplete, 2nd down, but they went for it.
They tried to stretch the field. Bostic out of Palatine High School via Texas A&M, had 10 catches coming in, 2 touchdowns. He played a couple years at Iowa as well. Texas A&M, well-traveled guy, a lot of Power 4 offers out of high school. They can stretch the field with him as well.
They went again going against Jacob Finley. And it's 2nd and 10 for San Diego State at their own 45. We're tied 3-3, 10:37 to go. First half.
Interesting, Finley on paper the best cover corner in Mississippi State challenged him last week, and twice he's been challenged today on long patterns.
2nd and 10, handoff Washington, and Lewis Wright taken down at the 47-yard line. Ty Miles has had a really good game to start out. Another tackle for Miles.
Ty Miles has been outstanding in space right now. What a good job he's done all by his lonesome.
It'll be 3rd and 8 for San Diego State at their own 48, going right to left, ball set far right hash, in a tied game. Husky crowd looking for the Husky defense to get off the field. Denigal in the gun. 3 receivers. Handoff again, close to the line again on a run, straight ahead for Washington. He's just short. Just short.
So what he did here is give Sean Lewis a chance to go for it. Instead of 4th and 4 or 5, it's 4th and 1. Here we go again.
Mark Preto, the linebacker, was in on that tackle. So it's 4th and 1. Aztecs now at the Husky 46-yard line. Another 4th down for San Diego State. Then a goal in the gun. Has Washington to his left. Hand off Washington. Stood up. He didn't get it. He didn't get it. Deshaun Dixon in on there. Muhammad Jameh. Jacob Finley. Everyone got in there. You know who else got in there too? It was Montrell Canyon who got in there. And the Aztecs are stopped on 4th down.
That is the biggest play of the football game so far. The defense gets the job done, but you also have incredible momentum. The crowd's involved now. And now when you play complementary football, the offense has to put points on the board right here to complement what the defense just did. A short field to work with, 4th and 1, and they get the stop.
Montrell Canyon, number 44, freshman from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He's been awesome. He had a good fall camp. He's been practicing well, and he's in on that. So now, as Mark says, see if the offense can get something here. They'll start at their own 46, going left to right. Ball set between the hashes on 1st and 10. Be a pitch to Chavon Wright. Wright was looking to throw, stays on his feet, and he's taken down for a loss. From behind, for San Diego State, was Trey White. They pitched it to Chavon Wright to the right. Chavon was looking to throw. The pressure was coming too fast. It'll be a loss on 1st down. They're going to say a loss of 5. So bring up 2nd and 15 for NIU back at their own 41.
Huskies got behind the sticks on 1st down last year. Behind the sticks here, Trey White. He's so doggone good. 6'2", 255 preseason. He's the defensive player of the year preseason in the Mountain West. Just speed on speed from the edge.
Holst in the gun. 3 receivers set on 2nd and 15. Huskies at their own 41. Holst has the snap. Has time. Now it's going to just run again. Leaps, jumps past the 45. They're going to say down at the 45. Tackle made by Sam Benjamin, senior from Oro Valley, Arizona. Transfer from Arizona State. Brings up 3rd and 11 for NIU. At their own 45, going left to right. 8:14, 8:13 to go. First half, we're tied at 3.
Rob Orrick, defensive coordinator, brought the blitz on 2nd down. We'll see if it brings it again. They're showing a 5-man rush right now. Man right over Rowan at center.
On this 3rd and long for the Huskies. Holst puts Demopoulos in motion. Holst looking for time. Now taken down for a sack back at the 32. The sack for Ryan Henderson off the edge. Big loss on 3rd down. The Huskies have to punt.
So they don't score points, and actually San Diego State did a good job flipping the field against NIU. 2 big plays. The Huskies got behind the sticks on 1st down and then take the sack on the 3rd down play. They've been sacked 5 times so far as NIU. 8 times as San Diego State got in the backfield of their opponent this year.
Danny Vukovic standing in his own 21 to our left. We'll kick it left to right. Jordan Napier back at the 24, their own San Diego State to our right. And we got a false start. There's a flag. It looked like on this outside that Chris Johnson, number 1 of San Diego State, may have gone quickly. Still going to be on 4th and long. It'll be 4th and 16. We'll see if they think, though, NIU maybe false started. We'll get the call from referee Chris Mang.
Offside. Defense. Number 1. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
Chris Johnson was their special teams player of the year last year. Sonner mentioned all Mountain West, so he is a player in his own right. They think he's a play on Sunday kind of player.
So now Vukovic waiting for the snap to punt it away at his own 26. Napier waits at their own 20. Vukovic gets it away. Rugby style spiral. Good kick. Napier catches it at the 14. Gets away from one tackler. He's going to go to the far side. He's back at his 6-yard line. Breaks a couple more tackles. Gets past the 10. And then he's gang tackled at the 12 for Chris Johnson. That's a nice punt, though, for Vukovic. A 46. Good special teams from NIU as return of 14. So San Diego State pinned back at their own 11 or 12, going right to left after this media timeout. 6:47 to go, second quarter, Husky Stadium in DeKalb. San Diego State 3, NIU 3. And you're listening to Husky Football on the Constantino Law Firm, Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Right now at Old National, we've got this incredible checking offer.
Hey.
Hi.
He's here for the checking.
I love checking.
Okay. You know what? For a bonus that big, fine. Bring on the chicken.
Oh, it's not that type of checking. You just download the app.
Yeah, no, I'm just stretching. Where do I sign?
Earn up to a $450 bonus when you open a checking account at Old National, official bank of the Big Ten.
Calling all young Huskies 12 years old and under. Join the coolest club in town, the NIU Pup Club, for just $30. 2025-26 Pup Club memberships are available for purchase now, and membership kits will be shipped directly to you. Get more information at niuhuskies.com/Pup Club information, or call the NIU ticket office at 815-753-PACK. That's 815-753-7225. And go, Husky!
NIU football lives here. 94.9 WDKB.
Jersey Mike's uses only the highest quality of meat. Sliced right in front of you, piled high with the freshest toppings. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. 6:47 to go, second quarter. Husky Stadium at the Cal. Andy Garcia. Mark Lindo here in the booth. Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines. And Tony Strikes in the network studios. We're tied 3-3 as San Diego State gets it back. They'll start at their own 12-yard line.
Defense has been stellar. Check this out. The Huskies' first drive of the game, they gained 62 yards. As of this minute, the Huskies' total offense is 62 yards. So we have not had positive yardage since the first drive. If you're an NIU fan, you want to have some kind of good thing happen offensively. And I said one explosive play might get it going for the Huskies, Quinn Sanders, Thomas Hammock, and company.
San Diego State comes out of the timeout. They'll be going right to left. So far for Jaden Denegal, 4 of 6 passing, 29 yards. San Diego State's ran it for 60 yards. It's Lucky Sutton, the running back. They'll play action to him on first down. Denegal under pressure throws, and it's incomplete. They tried the slant to Mikey Welsh, incomplete. Pressure, though, coming for NIU and Deshaun Dixon. Denegal was under pressure. 2nd and 10 for the Aztecs.
Moncho Canyon in there as well on that one. A nice job on the 3 technique between guard and center right there by Deshaun Dixon, pushing the line as well as in there. I mentioned Canyon. Huskies really good on the defensive side.
On this 2nd and 10, Welsh in motion to the far side. Now comes back to the near for the Aztecs on this 2nd 10 from their own 12. Denegal gets the snap. Has time, throws. Far side, caught. Right at the MAC logo at the 25. Catch made by Donovan Brown. Move the chains for San Diego State. Gain of 14 on the pitch and catch. Aztecs go quickly at their 25. Ball's at the far right hash. Play action. Then again, looking to throw. Deep, far side. And we got a flag. Incomplete, but a flag will come in. They're trying to find Mikey Welsh. But we'll
the Huskies holding.
Yeah, but the flag is. You know, and NIU should be used to some of the speed. We saw the Mississippi State going fast with the plays.
There's no foul for defensive pass interference. Second down.
We'll take that. 2nd and 10 now for San Diego State back at their own 25.
But how many shots has that been right now?
Oh, yeah.
That they've taken already? They've thrown the ball vertically, 4 times already, trying to loosen up this Husky defense, which is so stellar up front.
They feel they've got a speed advantage, the Aztecs do. 2nd and 10. Again, the Aztecs, they're on 25 going right to left. We're tied. 3-3, 6:17 to go here first half. Handoff, Sutton. England to his left. Drag from behind. Nice tackle, though, from Quinn Erweiler. Just continues to be a tackling machine. Up to the 28-yard line. Gain of 3 to bring up 3rd and 7 for San Diego State with 6 minutes to go first half.
See, with San Diego State, Andy, to jump on that some more, they're taking some shots. That means they're trying to extend the defense, but that's also a huge compliment to NIU's defense because they're saying we might have a better chance of hitting one long one than push the ball down the field against this NIU Husky front 7.
Brown in motion on the far side. 3 receivers tight to the formation. Denegal gets the snap. Pressure coming. He's got to roll to his right. Huskies on the run. Denegal looking to throw. Far side, and it is caught. A diving catch from Mikey Welsh, and enough for the first down, literally on his back. Made the catch, a gain of 8, a first down for the Aztecs.
And that was a huge, big-time play by Jaden Delegal, because he was under duress the entire time. Jaden Delegal extended the play and then threw a rocket with his right arm right to the boundary.
San Diego State now 4 of 7 on third down. They keep the drive going. 5 minutes to play first half, tied at 3. At their own 35. And they're going to play action, throw the screen on the outside. The Brown breaks one tackle up to the 40. Far side numbers. Gain of 4. Bring up 2nd and 6 for San Diego State. Remember, the Aztecs do get the first possession second half.
Yeah, the middle 8. Last 4 minutes of the first half. First 4 minutes, second half, absolutely huge. And San Diego State is going to start the second half with the football. Can they culminate with this drive and get a 2-for-1? That's what they're thinking right now.
3-3. Aztecs Huskies. 4:23 and counting first half. Aztecs have their own 40 going right to left. Ball set far right hash. Then it go in the gun. We got a flag.
Ball start. Offense, number 15. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
That'll be called on the tight end Jackson Ford. So that'll push the Aztecs back 5. Bring up 2nd and 11 back at their own 40.
They must have a built-in
35.
rule that if you have a procedure penalty, you come off the field, because the second that happened, he put his head down, jogged to the sideline.
So back at the 35 now after those 5 yards. 2nd and 11. Aztecs.
They've never turned the ball over this entire season.
Play action. Screen to the far side. Welsh up to the 40. Taken out the 43-yard line on the far side. Mark Preto on the tackle. Also Muhammad Jameh. So being 3rd and 4 for San Diego State. They're going to mark him down at the Aztec 42 to our right. Aztecs going right to left. 3rd and 4. Aztecs look to go quickly now. They look to the sidelines. See if they're going to change the play.
Already their 8th third down attempt here this afternoon.
4 down linemen for the Huskies on this 3rd down. Denigal gets the snap. Play action. Has time now. Pressure coming. Throws. Far side. Incomplete. It went to the hands of one of the Huskies. Philip Metrowski. Incomplete. They'll bring up 4th and 4 for the Aztecs, and they're going to punt.
Nice job, Maturowski in the deep drop from the linebacker position. Huskies in a zone there. Maturowski was deep into the outside to the boundary. He knocked that ball out of bounds. The Huskies get another stop defensively. Have kept the Aztecs out of the end zone, a team averaging almost 30 points a game.
Hunter Green will attempt his first punt. He stands at his own 27-yard line to our right. Back deep for NIU, Diari Rogers. Oh, nice high kick for Green. Rogers going to let it bounce. It takes an Aztec bounce inside the 15. Rolls down to about the 12-yard line to our left for NIU. It's a punt of 55 yards for Hunter Green. And NIU takes over. See if NIU can get some points here. There's 3:04 left to go before halftime. We're tied 3-3.
Plenty of time for the Huskies, but a lot of field to work with.
Pulse comes out. Telly Johnson Jr. and Jalen Poe, the will be the running backs. Diari Rogers, one receiver to the near side. And the Don Bryant, another receiver to the far. 1st and 10. Huskies started their own 12 going left to right. Ball set between the hashes.
Diari Rogers, the leading receiver, has not had a touch yet today.
And we got a false start.
Pointing right at Izzy Ozo.
Flag comes out. It'll be on one of the offensive linemen for NIU. And this is going to push him back to the 7-yard line.
And that'll be the 3rd consecutive series they've started, but got behind the chains on first down.
Again, 3:04 to go first half. We're tied 3-3. Here is referee Chris Lemang.
Ball starts. Offense, number 77. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
It's the right tackle, Izzy Ozo.
Ozo's playing really well. Just checks in at like 285 pounds. That's really small for a tackle, but his footwork's improved immensely. He knew he'd jump right there. Good job by San Diego State, helping the officiating crew call it out.
Huskies at their own 7 on 1st and 15. Handoff, Telly Johnson Jr. England to his left, not much there. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. He did to the 7. Bring up 2nd and 15. Clock running, under 3 minutes to go. First half, 3-3 Aztecs and Huskies here in DeKalb. Last non-conference game of the season. NIU will use some time. Play clock at 22-21. Holst will be in the gun. Johnson to his left.
If they get a stop here, a short gain, Sean Lewis will use a timeout.
Holst claps the hands. He's going to roll to his right, looking to throw. Does. Near side. Caught. Past the 22. It's DeArie Rogers. And he's close to the first down. Has enough. Nice throw on the run for Holst. Near side Rogers. Move the chains. A gain of 15.
A good, well-run route by DeArie Rogers, who right where the stick was at. We thought he knew where the stick was at last week, remember, at Mississippi State. They didn't give him the spot. This one, he picks up the first down on Holst. I think his best pass of the day. Rolling right, he is so comfortable as Josh Holst.
NIU's going to let this run down to the 2-minute timeout. It'll be 1st and 10 for NIU at their own 22.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
2-minute timeout. We'll take it as well. We got 2 minutes left. First half, Huskies, Aztecs tied at 3 here in DeKalb. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
In a world of long wait times, lowered expectations, and increased frustration, the Constantino Law Firm, LLC, remains a fully staffed, full-service law firm serving individuals and small businesses in Northern Illinois. We are committed to the traditional values of service and respect for our clients. We have over 60 years of experience and focus on real estate, civil, criminal, family law, estate planning, probate, DCFS defense, and personal injury matters. We have 3 locations, and we actually answer the phone. Call 815-758-4441 or online at ConstantinoLaw.net.
When you choose Blue Moon, everything becomes brighter. Every sip of our Belgian-style wheat ale is crafted with Valencia orange peel and coriander. Plus, try our new Blue Moon Light and Blue Moon non-alcoholic. Blue Moon Light is a wheat beer brewed with real tangerine peel for exceptional taste at only 95 calories. And Blue Moon non-alcoholic is everything you love about Blue Moon without the alcohol. Check your local store for Blue Moon, made brighter. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
The flagship station for NIU Husky football is 94.9 WDKB.
For your car and home, turn to Country Financial for an insurance company you can count on. Country Financial has been providing insurance and protecting families for 100 years. Our dedicated reps are right in your community and ready to get your protection you need. Learn more at countryfinancial.com. 2 minutes left here in the first half. Aztecs, Huskies tied at 3. 1st and 10 for NIU at their own 22. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo here in the booth. Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines. Tony Strikes, our network producer, and you've got a special guest coming up at halftime.
Yeah, Matt Strub's going to come talk some homecoming with us, a little bit about enrollment. Matt Strub, the chief of staff here at NIU, and Lisa Freeman's right-hand person, if you will. So hopefully Matt comes in the booth and gets us some points. Now, let's take a look at that 3rd down conversion because it keeps the drive alive. So in the back of your mind, you're thinking 3 points, but no matter what, you just kept the ball away from San Diego State. That middle 8 that we talked about, Huskies defense got the stop. Now the Huskies offense complimenting as well, being able to use some more clock and keep the Aztec offense on the boundary.
Remember, this drive started at their own 7. Here we get that 3rd down. We're talking about the 118th homecoming coming up
next week.
Hopefully people are planning to make some of the activities next week. Homecoming, get tickets for next Saturday. We start conference play as well.
So. It's going to be a great game against Miami, a trophy game as well, and homecoming activities all week long. So Matt and I, can you give us a half hour?
Yeah, we didn't read that much. So let's come out. There's 2 minutes left. Huskies at their own 22. Left to right, 1st and 10. 3 receivers to the far side. Nomopoulos in the slot. Chavon right. The running back to the left. The Holst in the gun. Holst, handoff to right. It's got some room. 25, 30, up to the 32-yard line. Gain of 11. Move the chains for NIU. Chavon right. Getting in the act there again. It's going to stop the clock right now. 1:53 to go. We're tied at 3 here late in the first half.
22 yards now for right. That one just north to south moves the sticks.
Holst on 1st down again. We'll step back to throw. Pressure coming. Looking to get out of it. Cannot. Taken down back at the 21-yard line. He held the ball a little bit too long on that one. He's got to make the decision to throw it away. The sack from San Diego State. Owen Chambliss. And now we'll get the timeout.
Timeout. San Diego State. Their 2nd timeout of the half. Clock operator, please put 1:36. 1:36 on the clock.
We got to get the ball out of there.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a ball that he should have thrown away, not taking a sack, not trying to extend, especially in this situation. San Diego State, now they flipped the script, if you will. The Huskies were moving the ball. San Diego State says, we got them behind the chains. We want to get the football back.
1:36 left with the timeout here in the first half. 3-3 Huskies at Aztecs. So now NIU back at their own 23. It's 2nd and 20. A loss of 10 on that first down. I just think NIU may be conservative again, maybe get the run game with Shavon Wright or one of the running
I think you should run the football. Let me tell you why. You're not really thinking first down right now. What you're thinking is make them spend another timeout. Now you're trying to utilize the clock and let that clock run down against the Aztecs.
Telly Johnson Jr. is the running back to the right of Holson the gun. Appliquette in motion to the left of the line. Ball set at the near right hash. Huskies going left to right. Rogers in motion down the near side. Play action. Holst rolls to his right. Caught. Rogers at the 35. Taken out of bounds. A gain of only 2.
See, so in that context, basically the clock stops for the Aztecs, who had just called a timeout.
The clock is stopped. So NIU now up to their own 34. It's going to be 3rd and 9 with the clock stopped at 1:32. 3rd and long for the Huskies. Receiver to the far side for NIU. Demopoulos in motion to the far side. Be a handoff to Shavon Wright, trying to angle to his right, got to the 35. Timeout San Diego State. They're going to have plenty of time here at the end of the first half. Clock stop at 1:26. As that drive stalls for NIU.
Timeout, San Diego State. Their final timeout of the half. Please put 1:28 on the clock. 1:28.
Now, so when NIU chose to throw the ball on the previous down and went out of bounds, that stopped the clock. Remember, San Diego State had already called a timeout. So NIU, by going out of bounds, basically stopped the clock for them. And that probably cost the Huskies, 25 to 28 seconds of clock right there in that situation. Now you have to have the solid snap, solid punt, solid coverage by your gunners. Stay in your lanes and make them go the length of the field here. This ball should get down to around the 20-25. Huskies have executed very well on special teams thus far.
It'll be the 3rd punt for Danny Vukovic for NIU, going left to right. He's standing his own 23 near hash, and Napier to our right back at the Aztec 24. Vukovic off the side of his foot. Near side. We'll see where they mark it out.
That's really his first muffed punt of the year.
Coach Amick talked about how important special teams would be, and they'll start at the 45-yard line. So San Diego State with good field position, 1:23 left to go. No timeouts in this first half. We're tied 3-3, but it's not what you needed from the special team side that time, and punter Danny Vukovic. Now, see if NIU's defense can come up, step up. Need a turnover. Can we get something going?
Which they have all game long, all year long. 3-man rush, so they'll look into 8, which is basically what they call a dime package. Usually a quarterback's looking at 7 in coverage. Right now, Jaden Denegal will be looking at 8 Huskies into coverage unless they bring a blitz off the edge.
Aztecs at their own 45. Denegal looking to throw, does, caught. Napier, near side at the numbers, 45, dives to the 42 of NIU. We'll stop the clock just for a second. Move the chains. 1:17 stopped. It's a gain of 12 to Napier. Mark him down again at the 42 of NIU. To our left.
Huskies in bad need of a sack, but they're only rushing 3.
Denegal gets the snap. Looking to throw. Does. Near side again. Caught. It's bobbled. Flag comes in late. They're going to say incomplete. Napier had it, but then slapped out of his hands.
What could that flag be for? We'll have to wait and see.
Thomas Hammock is wanting an offensive penalty.
That's what it is.
We're going to get one on San Diego State.
Yeah, going to be a push-off offensively.
Pass interference, offense number 17. 15-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Big penalty that time from Jacob Bostic. Push them back. Aztecs go back to their own 43. It'll be 1st and 25 for San Diego State. 1:07 left to go first half. We're tied at 3.
25 yards to go. Huskies, they'll give up an 8 or 10-yarder. Take care of the boundary right now. Keep the ball in play.
Denegal clap twice and then look to the far sideline. Second, check that, 1st and 25 for the Aztecs. Back at their own 43, going right to left. Handoff, Lucky Sutton, right, the near hash, stood up. He gets to the 48. Jacob Finley on that tackle. Quinn Erweiler. Also Jelani Williams. And now, interesting. Is NIU going to call for a timeout here?
They did. They think they get a third down stop and get the ball
Northern
back.
Illinois, their first time out of the half.
Huskies.
Operator, please put 57 seconds
Huskies
on
and
the clock.
Aztecs playing a little bit of chess
5-7.
match right now. First NIU thought they were going to be around the clock. Then San Diego State thought they were going to be around the clock. Now NIU thinks they're going to get the ball back with a defensive stop. Kind of crazy last minute and a half.
It was a gain of 5 up to the 48 of the Aztecs. So bring up 2nd and 20.
So the thing here is, I mean, obviously the odds of a 2nd and 20 aren't good, but if you get that stop, you force them to punt. You force them to have a solid snap, a solid punt, and to execute. So you make sure that San Diego State has to execute on the special teams after you get this third down stop.
2nd and 20 for the Aztecs at their own 48, going right to left. Ball set near left hash. 57 seconds go first half. We're tied at 3. Then I go in the gun. Has Sutton to his left. 4 receivers, 2 on each side. Denigal has time. He's got the snap. Now he's going to run, and he stood up. Quinn Erweiler was there, and then a bunch of Huskies coming to help him out. But how about Quinn Erweiler again making a play? Another timeout, Thomas Hammock. 50 seconds left. They'll bring up a 3rd and very long for the Aztecs.
Well, Quinn Erweiler has had an all-MAC type of year in the preseason. He has been good. The former walk-on out of Batavia has been
Timeout.
just scintillating
Northern
for his
Illinois,
team.
their second time out of the half. 30-second timeout.
So timeout for NIU on 3rd and 20.
Erweiler, 14 tackles last week. He's got 6 already today, 4 solos. Now, Corey Connolly, special teams coordinator, along with obviously decision maker Thomas Hammock. Here's what you have to decide here. Do you want to come an all-out punt rush here, or just go ahead and let him kick the ball?
Let's
and take
third
the ball?
down. Third down.
Oh, it's only 3rd now. That's correct. Thank you. And the Huskies use their 2nd timeout.
So I would expect San Diego State to just run the ball. I don't see them putting the ball in the air. Make NIU call that timeout. So coming out of the timeout, 50 seconds left first half. We're tied 3-3 here at Husky Stadium. Aztecs at their own 47 going right to left. Ball set near left hash. Denigal in the gun. It's got Sutton to his right. 3 receivers to the far side. Hand off Sutton. Up the middle, and he's tripped up from behind. Nice play from Roy Williams, who got him. Shoestring tackle. Timeout, Thomas Hammock. Sutton got to midfield.
Northern Illinois.
So now you
Final
decide
timeout of the
you
half.
come with your all-out punt
30-second timeout.
Roy Williams, a great tackle in space there.
You don't want to be too goofy here, though, Mark. I understand going for it, but you better make sure you don't do any roughing or anything like that to give anything here crazy. There's still 45 seconds left to go in the half.
Yeah, and the ball's at midfield, so you wouldn't want to avert that. Safe route would be just go ahead and force the punt, make them execute.
What a crazy game.
Both teams score first possession. Huskies go 63 yards. They go 62 yards. And nothing since. Oh.
Seems like it should be more than a 3-3 game, but that's where we're at late in this first half. Hunter Green to our right, his zone 35 is going to punt it away. High end over end kick. Rogers is going to let it bounce. It takes an Aztec bounce inside the 5-yard line to this near side, and they're going to mark it down at about the 4. So another nice punt from Hunter Green, pinning NIU deep with 32 seconds left in this first half. Tied 3-3.
The defense rests, right?
Yeah.
The defense rests, both teams. Just incredible ability to get to the football, play the run, and basically negate each other's offense here in the first half. 2 outstanding defensive football teams. To be perfectly blunt about it, Huskies going to go victory formation, and we're going to go to halftime with a 3-3 tie.
Yeah, Huskies come out. Again, Mark's ball set at their own 5 here to our left. Coming up, Husky halftime show brought to you by FMBO as Holst takes the knee. Terry Bonadonna will catch up with Thomas Hammock. Coming up in the FMBO Husky halftime time, she'll go through the scoring. We'll hear from Matt Streb, talk about homecoming coming up. Also go through some of the numbers here as we're tied up 3-3 has been a defensive battle, something we thought about. Two good defenses going at it here in DeKalb in Husky Stadium. Holst, 3 of 6 passing, 38 yards. Denegal, 9 of 14 passing, 74 yards. But both teams only have 3 points so far. As Terry Bonadonna is catching up with Thomas Hammock, and he's all set. Go ahead, Terry.
Coach, the defense held the Aztecs to just 3 points in the first half. What are you doing on that side of the ball that you're impressed with?
You know what? We playing gap sound. We mixing in coverages. We mixing in fronts. We're tackling pretty well. We're not giving up explosive plays. I think, we're playing with good technique. We're getting a couple calls going against us. We got to play through that, but I like how the defense is playing.
Offensively, you moved the ball on the first possession. It's been tough sledding since then. What adjustments do you have to make to get back to what you did on that first drive?
Well, we got behind the sticks on a couple plays. We jumped off sides. Now you 1st and 15. We had some bad field position. We got to get out there. We got to get back in. We got to run the football in the second half. And we're going to run the football, and then that'll be the way that we win this game.
Coach, good luck the second half.
Thank you.
Terry, thank you very much. Coming up, the FNBO Husky halftime show here at Husky Stadium. At the half, Huskies, Aztecs tied at 3 as you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go with the NIU Visa Debit Card. Free with FNBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies every time you pay. The NIU Visa Debit Card, only at FNBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fnbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
College football fans, Chris Fowler here with the play call. This season, go for Dose with ice cold refreshing Dos Equis. It's more than a single play. It's a mindset. Think of it as a 2-point conversion for real life. Taking the risk, making the bold move. Whenever we get the chance to go big, we take it. On the field and off, always go for Dose with Dos Equis. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Made by 2024 Dos Equis Lager Especial Beer. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub? You get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th string quarterback and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian I was eating on the sidelines. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Dear Rocky Roads, the 2025 Toyota Tacoma doesn't flinch. Rugged twists, been there. Rutted turns, done that. With tons of top tech and rock-solid resilience, Tacoma is tougher than any terrain. And when the dust settles, Tacoma's legendary resale value means confidence for the road ahead. Find your Tacoma at Toyota.com or visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome to the FNBO halftime show on the Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner. Stay with us as the NIU football broadcast team brings you the first half stats, highlights, and more right here on 94.9 WDKB.
This is Husky football. Halftime show. At the half, we're tied. San Diego State NIU 3-3. FNBO is proud to be an official bank of NIU Athletics. Member FDIC. Not a lot of scoring. It's not going to take me long. Huskies got on the board first. 7:10 to go. First quarter. Andrew Glass from 31 yards out made it 3-0. And then to start the second quarter, this just only the second drive of the game. The first drive for San Diego State, they finish off with a 30-yard field goal from Placencia. 3-3. Not a lot of scoring. Overall yards for so far, NIU with 99 yards and San Diego State with 144. 3-3 game here at the half. When we come back, Mark Linda will talk with Nat Strupp. Getting ready for the 118th homecoming next week here on campus. Halftime score, 3-3, Aztecs Huskies. And you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
In a world of long wait times, lowered expectations, and increased frustration, the Constantino Law Firm, LLC, remains a fully staffed, full-service law firm serving individuals and small businesses in Northern Illinois. We are committed to the traditional values of service and respect for our clients. We have over 60 years of experience and focus on real estate, civil, criminal, family law, estate planning, probate, DCFS defense, and personal injury matters. We have 3 locations, and we actually answer the phone. Call 815-758-4441 or online at ConstantinoLaw.net.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go with the NIU Visa debit card. Free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies every time you pay. The NIU Visa debit card, only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
Listen, the football landscape has changed a lot. NIL deals, social media, the transfer portal. There's never been more distractions for an athlete. But Powerade knows what's most important, the commitment to the game. With 50% more electrolytes than Gatorade Thirst Quencher, Powerade hydrates athletes as they block out the noise and put in the work. Hydrate your grind with Powerade. Grab a pack today at a store near you. See product label for additional details. It takes more.
Husky fans, make sure you're at Husky Stadium on Saturday, September 27th, as NIU takes on San Diego State in a special salute to service game. NIU Athletics will look to honor all military personnel and first responders with complimentary tickets through vettix.org. It's also High School Band Day and Education Day. To purchase tickets and to get more information, call the NIU ticket office at 815-753-PACK or go to NIUHuskies.com. And go Huskies!
Husky pride and sounding good in your ride. 94.9 WDKB.
Mark Lindo back at Husky Stadium in DeKalb. It's the final of 4 non-conference games for the NIU Huskies here at home. It's San Diego State 3, NIU 3 here at the half. And our special halftime guest is Matt Streb, Chief of Staff to President Lisa Freeman, Professor of Political Science here at NIU. And kind of tradition, Matt, you and I talked before homecoming. I know how excited I get about homecoming, and I know you do as well. So what's going on starting next Monday and then throughout the week?
Yeah, absolutely, Mark. It's great to be with you. Homecoming is my favorite week of the year. You know, a lot of places, homecoming is a game, it's a day, it's a weekend. At NIU, it's a full week. It's our 118th homecoming. We're really, really excited to have our alumni back on campus, and our students are excited about it. The weather, I don't like to talk about this too much, but, you know, I don't want to jinx it, but the weather looks really, really good all week. So we got to get our Husky Nation back in the stadium for us. Actually.
So can you highlight some of the days that people in DeKalb, Sycamore, Northern Illinois region can come and have some fun, bring the family, bring the kids, and take it all in here in DeKalb?
Absolutely. Well, we have things starting on Monday, but for most of our community, on Thursday night, we go downtown DeKalb. We shut down Lincoln Highway. We'll have the March of the Huskies. We'll have a pep rally. I'm really excited. We got something special planned that we're going to unveil there that will be part of the Husky Game Day experience going forward. It's just really a cool event. Rock Valley Credit Union's been a sponsor for us. Midwest Sensitive Events is sponsoring the March. Just a great community event for our students, for our alums, for DeKalb, Sycamore, DeKalb County residents.
So stuff going on all week long, and then obviously culminating with a football game next week, Miami University, and it's a trophy game. It probably for a while. It might be the last time we play. The Mallory Cup is going on, and I know that's of great significance. And Joe Novak's probably listening to us right now, and I know that's got a big part of his heart as well. So great day, and plenty of tickets still available right now to get out and see this Husky defense, which is just swarming.
Yeah, Mark, I wanted to just give you, about 4 years ago, we looked and we said, homecoming it's special at NIU. It's our 118th, right? We're the longest running homecoming in the state of Illinois. And so about 4 years ago, we tried to revitalize homecoming. And I just want to give you an example of how our students have been so awesome this fall. 4 years ago, we started painting the HSC windows. Right?
I hope you don't paint.
Not me. No, you don't want that. But our student organizations, we had 5 student organizations come out that first year. This year, we had 51 student organizations go out. and paint windows in HSC. I mean, just that kind of energy on campus. We're bringing back a homecoming tradition. Many of our alums remember doing the recycled boat races back in the day. You know, our students learned about that. They're like, why aren't we doing that anymore? Let's go do that. So on Tuesday evening, we're going to be out there in the East Lagoon, and I'm just so excited about it. It's such a great time to be on campus.
So when you talk about 118 homecomings, you're talking about traditions. Some of those traditions are going to get revisited, and it's great to know that the students are involved in that. And along with that, the students evolved because good news out of NIU, because freshman enrollment definitely up, wasn't it?
Yeah, not only freshman enrollment, that was up 22%, but our overall enrollment was up 4.3%. We're back over 16,000 students. One of the things that we're really, really proud of, if you come to NIU, we have a moral obligation to help you cross that stage to get that graduation, to get that degree. And our freshman retention rates were the highest they were in 5 years, but our overall re-enrollment rates were the highest they've been in 25 years. That helps build enrollment too, because if you're constantly recycling through students, you're not going to build that enrollment. So, we are at capacity in the residence halls. The students have come back and just have been really, really involved in a bunch of different activities we've had so far. Good student turnout today. And like I said, they're ready. It's a big part of homecoming, the student experience as well. They're ready for next week.
3-3 here at the half. It's Band Day. We're visiting with Matt Strupp, Chief of Staff here at NIU. And we talked about enrollment. We talked about all the excitement about homecoming. And I know that, you are a Husky athletic fan as well as academician. And we got winter coming up. And I know your son's involved with the basketball program as well. Tell us how that came about and what you see, because I've seen you in the gym with men's and women's basketball coming this winter after the volleyball team's off to a great start.
Yeah,
right
by
now.
the way, you got to give that a shout out to Coach Moore, I should
9-2.
say, and the volleyball team. Absolutely. So, we were very excited. That my son Alex chose to come to NIU. He's going to get a great education. He's going to have a great experience. He's a manager of the basketball team right now. He's in Husky Stadium, rooting on the Huskies. He grew up here in the area, and it's a lot of fun for me to see him. I actually don't see him very much on campus.
He doesn't want to see Dad.
He doesn't want to see Dad, absolutely. But no, it's great, and just hearing him talk about the experience he's having and the excitement that he hears from his fellow students is really, really great. One of the things that, we talked about the increase in enrollment, but I will say too, it's an academically really impressive class. It's our highest GPA, tied for the highest GPA we've had in several years, and just a lot of good energy on campus this fall.
All good on the academic front. Huskies tied 3-3 here at the half, and Matt Strubb's our guest, the Chief of Staff, and we have about a minute and a half. But when I say Chief of Staff at NIU, our listeners like, what does Matt Strubb actually do? So can you take us through some of the pressures and some of the problems that you have to go through, and then obviously all the successes?
Yeah, so I'm our Chief Strategy Officer too. So I work in just about every aspect of the university with President Freeman and our roundtable, whether it be on enrollment or the budget or whatever. A lot of times I get things like homecoming, for instance, right, that nobody actually owns. You need somebody to lead that. Maybe having the president's office behind it will help. And so those are a lot of the projects that I end up working on as well. But it's a lot of fun. This is my 21st year at NIU. I absolutely love the DeKalb community. My kids were born and raised here. We've chosen to raise our family here, and we're Huskies, and it's just a great place to be. The people are what make the place, and we have incredible people here.
All right, so I got one more thing. We'll put you right on the spot. 3-3 tie here at the half. Second half prediction. I always got to ask you second half prediction.
I feel the offense is going to come alive. I feel it. Our defense has been playing great. We're going to come out with a great victory heading into homecoming week, and it's going to be a great week next week. So
don't miss it.
All of our listeners, get here. It's going to be a beautiful week, and we look forward to have you back on campus.
Thank you, Matt. Matt Strupp, Chief of Staff here at NIU, our halftime guest, getting ready for homecoming. But first, we got to get ready for the second half here. NIU and San Diego State, we're tied 3-3 at the half. Aztecs have hit the ball first. You're listening to NIU football on the Costilla Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Dear Rocky Roads, the 2025 Toyota Tacoma doesn't flinch. Rugged twists, been there. Rutted turns, done that. With tons of top tech and rock-solid resilience, Tacoma is tougher than any terrain. And when the dust settles, Tacoma's legendary resale value means confidence for the road ahead. Find your Tacoma at Toyota.com or visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Attention, Husky fans. Get ready to elevate your game day experience with an Eisenberg hot dog, the gourmet Frank that's as bold as your NIU Huskies on the court. Oh, I can taste it right now. Made with top quality butcher's beef, it's the slam dunk of flavor in every bite. Stop by concessions at the Convocation Center, grab an Eisenberg dog, and fuel your game day with flavor that wins every time. Eisenberg hot dogs, where the taste is always a winner.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go. With the NIU Visa Debit Card. Free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies. Every time you pay. The NIU Visa Debit Card. Only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
Your radio home for NIU football is 94.9 WDKB.
This is the Husky Football Halftime Show, brought to you by FMBO. Husky Stadium, we're tied 3-3 Aztecs, Huskies. Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo here in the booth, Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines, and Tony Strikes, our producer, back in the network studios. Mark Lindo, what are some of the numbers that stood out for those first 30 minutes?
First standout is the scores 3-3 here at the half, but a defensive battle. First downs 10-6. Aztecs with a 4 first down advantage. They rushed the football 20 times for 70 yards. NIU 22 times for 61 yards. 74-yard aerial yards for San Diego State, just 38 for NIU. Thus total offense, 34 snaps of the football, 144 yards of offense for San Diego State, 86 of those in the second quarter. For NIU, 28 snaps of the football, 99 yards, 33 yards in the second quarter. Time of possession, always something to watch for with NIU. 15:56, Aztecs have the advantage, 14:04 for NIU. And we'll take a look at third and fourth down conversions. Huskies just 2 out of 7 on third down after being 1 out of 9 last week, but they're 1 out of 1 on fourth down. Aztecs 4 out of 9, 1 out of 2 on fourth down. Real quick, Javon Wright, 24 net yards rushing, and for San Diego State, their leading rusher is their quarterback, Jaden Denegal, with 21.
This has been the Halftime Show, brought to you by FMBO. FMBO is proud to be an official bank of NIU Athletics, member FDIC. Second half coming up here from Husky Stadium. We're tied 3-3 Huskies and Aztecs. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law from Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
You've been listening to the FNBO Halftime Show on the Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner. Don't go anywhere. The second half is coming up next.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. American Family Insurance agents can help protect your future dreams, like turning your home into an oasis. Save up to 23% by bundling home and auto. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
Two of the biggest winning traditions in the greater Sycamore DeKalb area are the Northern Illinois University Huskies and the Cunis Auto Group of Sycamore, your official auto group of the NIU Huskies, featuring America's best-selling vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Honda, Hyundai, plus Volvo and Mercedes-Benz, and the area's biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs and hybrids, with over 1,500 available on lot and online. Buy like a champion at your nearby Cunis of Sycamore dealership. The NIU Huskies and the Cunis Auto Group of Sycamore, two great winning traditions.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go. With the NIU Visa Debit Card. Free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies. Every time you pay. The NIU Visa Debit Card. Only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
Touchdown! This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Van Wagner under the broadcasting rights granted by Northern Illinois University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of Van Wagner and NIU Athletics. Announcers are provided by Van Wagner and approved by the university. NIU football lives here. 94.9 WDKB.
Just about to start the second half here from Brigham Field in Husky Stadium in DeKalb. We're tied up 3-3, San Diego State and NIU. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo here to my right in the booth. Back on the sidelines is Terry Bonadonna, and Tony Strikes, our producer. And to me, this feels like a real important drive, Mark Lindo. San Diego State's going to get the ball here. NIU's defense is playing so well. If you can get that one stop, maybe get that offense sparked up for NIU, but to me, this first drive just seems important.
Well, we talked about the middle 8 minutes at the end of the first half, and the Huskies won that middle 8 minutes. Why do I say that? Not on the scoreboard, but they basically negated San Diego State from scoring late and then having the opening kickoff of the second half. Defense did the job with that. Enough offensive clock management to have to punt one time, even though it was a muff. And NIU turns this into a 30-minute game. And the first 4 minutes now for San Diego State getting the first shot. But it was such a great job by the NIU defense keeping San Diego State off the board the last 4 minutes.
Andrew Glass will kick it away for the Huskies right to left. Back deep to our left for San Diego State. Byron Cardwell, number 21, to the far right. And the near side, it is Jordan Napier. Glass has been able to kick it out of the end zone almost all the kickoffs so far today. He'll try to do it again as Glass runs up, kicks it high end over end, and Napier is going to call for a fair catch. He caught it at the 5. Call for the fair catch, so the Aztecs will start their own 25.
Yeah, as explosive as Napier as I thought when that ball didn't get to the end zone, that he would indeed try to make a play running it back.
So we mentioned Jaden Denigal, 9 of 14, 74 yards. Denigal also leading the Aztecs rushing.
He's now thrown 87 passes this year without an interception. And go ahead and add that. If you're just joining us, this Aztec team has 0 turnovers on the season. 3 games and a half a game. They have never given the football up. That's just incredible.
Start the third quarter. Aztecs left to right, ball set the near right hash. 1st and 10. Denigal in the gun. Play action. He's going to throw far side, caught up to the 30, breaks the tackle 40, and then pushed out of bounds. Gets back into the 44. Napier on the long far side makes the catch. Ty Miles gets the tackle, not before 19 yards for Napier. It looked like he was going to go out, cut back in.
Offensive coordinator Matt Johnson said, I got to get the ball in Napier's hands. He got it to him on the boundary in a hurry.
Up to the 44. Play action again from Denigal. Has time. Now pressure comes. He's going to throw it deep to the far side. Intercepted by NIU. It's picked off. It's Muhammad Jameh up to the 26-yard line. The pressure was coming from Maturowski. Denigal threw it deep. Muhammad Jameh with the interception. And now San Diego State has turned it over.
There's the first turnover in 3.5 games. We just talked about it at Denigal right there. That was a mistake, a mental mistake, because he just heaved that ball. He really had no intention of where he was going, no intentionality, and the Huskies pick it off.
Maturowski right in his face as he threw it.
Huskies were in a 3-man front once again. And Rob Harley dials up the blitz. He wants to blitz at least 30% of the time. Just to be honest with you, he's brought his linebackers a couple different times today, Erweiler and Maturowski.
Second interception of the season for Muhammad Jameh. Huskies take over at their own 27, going right to left. Ball set far right hash. Holst, handoff, Telly Johnson Jr. Angles to his left, taken down from behind, get up to the 28. It'll be a gain of 1. For Telly Johnson. You heard Thomas Hammock at half with Terry Bonadonna. We're going to run the ball.
Yeah.
We're going to do what we do well, try to run it. 2nd and 9 for the Huskies. The first minute of the second half, we're tied at 3.
Huskies 63 yards rushing as this snap is going to take place. I told you before the game, they need at least 180. We'll see if they can bust that big 60 or 70 yarder.
Holst again, handoff Johnson. Again, England to his left, breaks some tackles, past the 30, up to the 32-yard line. Gain of 4. So bring up 3rd and 5 for NIU at their own 32, going right to left.
San Diego State keeps bringing pressure from the boundary, either edge. So the Huskies have to make sure they chip on any kind of pass protection right here. Holst has been sacked twice. Second one, he just probably held on too long. He'd take ownership of that.
Change formation here for NIU. Demopoulos and Rogers tight to the right of the line. Holst in the guns got right to his right. Holst gets a snap. Looking to throw, does. Far side, too high for Demopoulos. And just an out pattern for Demopoulos. Too high on the passing, complete. NIU's got a punt.
Demopoulos is open out in the flat, just too tall by Holst. Hurried that throw just a bit. Holst has run the football pretty well in the first half. Pass department just 3 out of 7, 38 yards. Percentage of 42.9 along of 5-15.
Napier to our left is waiting for the punt. He's going to have to look right in the sun to get this from Vukovic, who's standing in his own 18 to our right. Huskies can't capitalize on the turnover. Vukovic gets it away. High, spiraling kick. Napier catches at the 25. Tries to make it. Man miss. Cannot. Good tackle from Matt Jarowski on special teams. Makes the tackle. They'll mark
Media
at the
timeout.
25-yard line. Media timeout. We will take it. 13:01 to go here. Third quarter. It was a 44-yard punt for Danny Vukovic. Aztecs have it back. We're tied 3-3 as you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law from Husky Sports Network. From Van Wagner.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub? You get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th string quarterback and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian I was eating on the sidelines. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go with the NIU Visa debit card, free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies every time you pay. The NIU Visa debit card, only at FMBO, proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
The flagship station for NIU Husky football is 94.9 WDKB.
From dream weddings to high-energy corporate events, NRG Music brings the music, the vibe, the party. Book now at nrgmusicdjs.com or call 815-793-9426. Let's make your event legendary with NRG Music. Also, the Husky Sports Network, presented by the Constantino Law Firm, official law firm of NIU Athletics. 13:01 to go, third quarter. Aztecs have it back. They'll start at their own 25, going left to right, and Huskies couldn't capitalize on that interception from Muhammad Jameh. Aztecs had not turned the ball over in 5 games. You get the turnover, and again, Huskies offense just can't get it going. And now, again, it's back up on that defense. See if we can get a stop.
Well, we talked to Rob Harley earlier in the week like we always do, and I asked him, what musts are there for NIU on the defensive side? He gave me this: tackle in space. Have they done that today? Absolutely. Have precise alignments, keep their eyes? Absolutely. And then he said we have to violently react. And I actually asked him, what do you mean violently react? He said we act, but we have to go downhill, and we have to play in a violent manner, a physical manner. And I've done that so far today, keeping San Diego State averaging 30 points a game, 29.7 to be precise, out of the end zone thus far.
On 1st and 10, Ford in motion, handoff Sutton, up the middle, gets up to the 30. Right on the near right hash, up the middle. Tackle made by Jasper Beeler coming up from the safety position. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4 for the Aztecs. Up to their own 31, going left to right. Jaden Denigal. Play action. Throws the screen near side Brown, up to the 35, near numbers to the 40. Enough for the first down. Taken down by Matt Jarowski and Roe Williams. But again, move the chains for the Aztecs, a gain of 9.
Boy, he comes out on that little split end screen, if you will. He just sidearms that ball, gets rid of it in a hurry. Quick release, very cerebral type player. Made a mistake on the last series, but that's one of the few he's made in 3.5 games.
Brown in motion to the far side, 3 receivers. Play action. Denigal pump fakes. Pressure coming, and he's taken down, and it's Philip Maturowski. Maturowski's been around the ball all day. He gets the sack for NIU.
his first sack, his second tackle for loss coming into this game. That's a big time one because he gets them far behind the sticks. NIU, I had my eyes on the backfield. Really good coverage. Erweiler was on his man in the flat. Everybody on the defensive end. And it's a big, big loss. It puts them behind the sticks on second down.
For that sack, every NIU sack made during the football season, Raising Cane's will donate $100 to a local food pantry. Great play by Matt Trowski on 2nd and 20 now. The Aztecs back at their own 30. 4 receivers, 3 to the far side. The lone receiver on the near is Donovan Brown. Sutton to the left of the gun, and Denegal. And San Diego State's going to have to call for a timeout.
Timeout, San Diego State. Their first timeout of the half. This will be immediate timeout.
That timeout could be costly.
Yes, it is. A 3-3 game. A little bit of indecision by the Aztecs, and it came back to bite them, utilizing a timeout on a second down at 20.
We will take it as well. 11:21 to go. Third quarter. Still low scoring. 3-3 Huskies Aztecs as you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network. From Van Wagner.
In a world of long wait times, lowered expectations, and increased frustration, the Constantino Law Firm, LLC, remains a fully staffed, full-service law firm serving individuals and small businesses in Northern Illinois. We are committed to the traditional values of service and respect for our clients. We have over 60 years of experience and focus on real estate, civil, criminal, family law, estate planning, probate, DCFS defense, and personal injury matters. We have 3 locations, and we actually answer the phone. Call 815-758-4441 or online at ConstantinoLaw.net.
Northwestern Medicine isn't just life-changing for our patients. It can be life-changing for you. Because a career with Northwestern Medicine means you're part of a leading academic health system that offers more paths and opportunities for professional growth and development. Named to the National Honor Roll once again by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Medicine is relentless in the pursuit of better medicine. And our people make it possible. Become part of something better. Apply today at jobs.nm.org.
Husky pride and sounding good in your ride. 94.9 WDKB.
Husky football brought to you by FNBO, proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Get to use the new NIU Visa debit card. Only FNBO free checking. One for the loyal, one for the fans, one for you. Learn more at fnbo.com/Huskies, member FDIC. 11:21 to go, third quarter here at Husky Stadium in DeKalb. Beautiful day, 86 degrees, not a cloud in the sky right now. Not a lot of points on the board. 3-3 Huskies, Aztecs. Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo here in the booth. Terry Bonadon on the sidelines, and Tony Strikes back in the network studios. Big sack from Matt Trowski. Huskies got a turnover interception in the last drive for San Diego State. Aztecs 2nd and 20 now at their own 30, going left to right.
Neither team has given up that explosive play we talked about might be so huge. And San Diego State, their fine player, Jordan Napier, everything, a guy that a lot of people wanted in the portal but couldn't get him. He's got 6 touches, 4 catches, 2 receiving, but he has not been able to bust a long one. That is indeed the good news. As long as 16 rushing, as long as 19 catching, but that's both inside 20 yards, which you consider an explosive play.
So coming out of the timeout, San Diego State will spread it out. 3 receivers to the far side. Ford, Napier, Bostic. On this near side is Brown. I think NIU's going to have 3 down linemen. They are.
Yeah, 6 DBs, 2 linebackers, and 3 down.
2nd and 20. Aztecs going from their own 30, left to right. Denigal, little RPO. He keeps it, and no one's shocked by it. Braddock win him in the backfield. Take him down. And Quinn Erweiler also in there. Jayshon Thomason on the tackle as well. So 3rd and long for San Diego State, called 3rd and 19 from their own 31. Clock is counting, moving, under 11 to go here in the third quarter. 3-3. Here's another big 3rd down. So far, the Aztecs, 4 of 9 on 3rd down. Play action. Demigal's going to throw near side, and it's deflected away. They tried to get it to Donovan Brown. And how about Jacob Finley coming up with the deflection? Incomplete. Aztecs have to punt.
Ball, Finley, simultaneous. Great play on that out pattern. Pretty good arm strength shown by Jaden Denegal. But Finley, the cover corner he is, made a play. And the Huskies defense, once again, has not been scored on since the first drive of the game. San Diego State forced to punt.
Hunter Green will have his third punt today. He's averaging 46 yards on 2 punts. Going left to right, he'll punt it high and over end. A spiral now. Terry Rogers has to catch it at his own 10. Gets up to the 15, 20. He's got some blockers, 25, near numbers. Gets up to the 27-yard line. A punt of 59 yards. A return of 17 for Terry Rogers. And they mark him down to 27. First and 10 for NIU. 10:27 to go here in the third. We're tied 3-3. A lot of threes going on.
A lot of threes here in the third.
And the quarterback for NIU, Brady Davidson. I'll bring Terry Bonadonna in. Terry, you saw Brady Davidson warming up.
Yeah, we just got a last-minute pep talk from Thomas Hammock. Brady Davidson's been very involved with the offense all day, talking to the linemen, talking to the receivers. He looks like a guy who's ready to go.
Looked good last week when he came in his last series against Mississippi State.
First and 10. Brady Davidson, the freshman. Play action, throws bubble screen near side Rogers. Up to the 30, breaks a tackle up to the 34. Diari Rogers, near side, the junior from Lexington, South Carolina. Good gain on first down for NIU. Up to the 35. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
Want to hear some numbers from Brady Davidson last year in high school? 3,158 aerial yards. 3,158 aerial yards at 6'5". He threw 35 touchdown passes.
Huskies up to their own 35. Davidson again in the pistol. Handoff, Chavon Wright. Angling left, now cuts back right, and he's tripped up. Nice play from Eric Butler to trip up right. And it's going to be a yard short of the first down. 3rd and 1 for NIU at their own 36. 9:45 and counting in the third, tied at 3.
Butler, 6'2", a safety out of Corona, California. He saved a big gainer from right. Huskies have struggled on third down today. This one's much more manageable. 2 out of 8 so far today after 1 out of 9 last week. But this one's third and very short.
Gibbons and Rogers, the receivers to the near side. Now Rogers going to come in motion right of the line. Davidson in the pistol on 3rd and 1. Davidson claps his hands. Handoff, Chavon Wright up the middle. Has enough for the first down. Just enough. Up to the 37. Move the chains for the Huskies. Keep the drive moving here. The first drive for Brady Davidson, the freshman from Columbia, Missouri.
You know, body language, you can even sense that from up here. He looks very calm, very cool, very collected, as he is a confident person coming into this football game.
Almost the offense getting a little more energy too, Mark.
A little bit of giddy up right now.
Tilly Johnson Jr. comes in as the running back on 1st and 10 for NIU. Their own 37 going right to left. Ball set near left hash. 2 receivers on the far side. Davidson, play action. Rolls to his right. Now he's just going to run. Now throws. Far side, and it's intercepted. Intercepted on the far side. On the sideline, and it's Chris Johnson. Davidson kept rolling. Looked like he might have just gone out of bounds, but before that, he throws it, and it's picked off.
Yeah, that was a tough decision because he had ran out of real estate. Johnson was playing center field. He showed a strong arm, but he tried to force one into a tight window that wasn't there, and that's the first blink by NIU's offense.
They mark him out.
Media timeout.
Call it officially at the Aztec 49-yard line. So Brady Davidson throws the interception. It'll be Aztec ball almost at midfield when we come back with 8:34 to go in the third. Still tied 3-3 with the Aztecs and the Huskies. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Right now at Old National, we've got this incredible checking offer.
Hey.
Hi. What? He's here for the checking.
I love checking.
Okay. You know what? For a bonus that big, fine. Bring on the chicken.
Oh, it's not that type of checking. You just download the app.
Yeah, no, I'm stretching. Where do I sign?
Earn up to a $450 bonus when you open a checking account at Old National, official bank of the Big Ten.
2 of the biggest winning traditions in the greater Sycamore DeKalb area are the Northern Illinois University Huskies and the Cunis Auto Group of Sycamore, your official auto group of the NIU Huskies, featuring America's best-selling vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Honda, Hyundai, plus Volvo and Mercedes-Benz, and the area's biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs and hybrids, with over 1,500 available on lot and online. Buy like a champion at your nearby Cunis of Sycamore dealership. The NIU Huskies and the Cunis Auto Group of Sycamore, 2 great winning traditions.
Your radio home for NIU football is 94.9 WDKB.
Husky Sports is brought to you by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. Get old. San Diego State takes over, throwing 49 yard line after the interception from Chris Johnson. 8:34 to play, third quarter, 3-3 here Huskies and Aztecs.
Johnson, all preseason Mountain West. We've mentioned he's an NFL type of prospect. That's his 4th career interception. That one right at the boundary on the 49. The good news was Brady Davidson did indeed show a strong arm. The bad news is he forced that into a tight window. It's interesting they rolled him out right away on that particular pass. So the Huskies have converted on 3rd down on a short yardage situation, something NIU now 3 out of 9. NIU works on Tuesdays on 3rd and short, Wednesdays 3rd and medium, Thursdays 3rd and long. So it is something they break down in order to become much more efficient and proficient at.
And it's the 2nd interception for Chris Johnson. He ran one back. He intercepted and ran back 97 yards for a touchdown versus Cal last week as they roughed up Cal 34-0. And now, again, the Husky defense put back on stage right here. Aztecs at their own 49 going left to right. The road white jerseys, white pants, black numbers with the red helmets.
Yeah, they had an interception return, 97 yards, and they had a fumble recovery return as well. So 2 defensive touchdowns against Cal. Sean Staley was the one that got the fumble return.
And it's a jet sweep to the near side with Napier. Taken down at the 49. Ty Miles, again, coming up, making the solo tackle. They might have given him a half a yard up to the 50. So I'm bringing up 2nd and 9 for San Diego State. But how about the game for Ty Miles, the 5th-year senior from Blackshear?
He and Erweiler just both playing a ton of defense here for NIU.
2nd and 9, the ball just leaning before midfield. Donegal. Handoff. Washington cuts up near side, past the 45 of NIU up to the 43. Made one man miss, just short of the first down.
Yeah,
so
that's
3rd and 1.
One of the first missed tackles. Lance Engel, the defensive end out of Rochester High School football power. He kind of swung and missed on that one. That's one of the few tackles the Huskies have missed today.
It's a 3rd and a long 1 yard. Ball's marked at the 42 of NIU to our right. Ball set near right hash. 2 receivers, 1 each side. In motion is a tight end 4. Gonna go in the gun. Handoff Washington. Stood up by Erweiler. Quinn Erweiler came in and stood him up. A loss of 2.
My, oh my, and another oh my. Was that a play or not? That was an all-MAC play by Erweiler. He not only made the tackle, he big time just demolished the blocking up front of Kaniki at 6'6", 300 and of Ulugu Masuli at 6'4", 320. Erweiler just bull rushed him and gets the big play.
San Diego State's going to punt. Hunter Green, end over end. Rogers makes the catch, the far right hash at his own 10. How about Quinn Erweiler? What a year so far. It's a punt at 33 yards for Hunter Green, but NIU comes back out. We're tied 3-3 with 6:45 to go in the 3rd.
Too early to say this, guys, or let me rephrase my question. How big is the first score of this second half?
Oh, my goodness.
In this defensive war.
And it's Josh Holst coming back out to be the quarterback. Jalen Poe and Telly Johnson, the running backs. Receiver on each side. 1st and 10 for NIU at their own 10, going right to left.
Telly Johnson, usually you count on a bust one, big one.
Johnson gets it. Gets past the 10. Pushing the pile forward right between the hashes to the 15. Telly Johnson Jr. just showing his strength. Offensive line trying to help him out. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5 for NIU. 6.5 and counting in the 3rd. We're tied at 3.
Remember the Huskies playing without Tom's Posh, who missed a lot of last year, without Lane Mainsmith. So they're playing basically 5-6 guys here on the offensive line today and last week.
Also between the hashes on this 2nd and 5. Holst in the gun. Play action. Running to his right, trying to get to the edge. Cannot. He's dragged down out of bounds on the far side by Chambliss, the linebacker. Bring up third down for NIU.
Chambliss, a transfer out of Utah, comes in with 24 tackles. He did indeed make 7 starts last year before injury. Played 4 games for the Utes just a couple years ago, but he has good speed horizontally, sideline to sideline. At 6'3", 230, he can run.
It's a 3rd and 3 for NIU. Marking him down at the 18 of the Huskies. Hulse in the gun, rolls to his left, looking, throws, near side, caught. Poe, it's going to be close to the first down for Jalen Poe. It's enough for the first down. Hulse on the run, gets the first down to Poe.
Jalen Poe has become a definite cog in the offense from a receiving standpoint. That ball was a bit behind him, but he was able to pirouette and do a 180 and turn around, catch the football backpedaling, and then he knew he had the presence of mind on the route where the stick was at, and the Huskies get a crucial first down.
Gary Rogers on the near side. 2 receivers. In the slot is Bryant. Hulse in the pistol. There'll be a handoff to Jalen Poe between the hashes. Gain of 2 up to the 22. Tackle made by Dale Sean Staley, the Mountain West Defensive Player of the Week. So let's bring up 2nd and 8 for NIU. Clock continues to run. 4:42, 4:41 to go in the third quarter. We got a baseball score, 3-3.
Huskies have taken the foot off the pedal in regards to pace offense, tempo offense. Now they're definitely taking 15, 17, 18 seconds to get the play in from the sideline, from upstairs.
The D-backs giving the Huskies some space at the line. Handoff, Telly Johnson Jr. trying to go left. Not much there. He might have lost a couple yards. They're going to mark him back at the 20. Loss of 2. So it'll be 3rd and long for NIU.
Situational substitution. San Diego State, Rob Ulrich brings in his 3rd down package as far as the defense. They're going to continue to rush 4, but they bring in a couple extra DBs, take out a linebacker.
3rd and 10 for NIU at their own 20, going right to left. Ball set the near left hash. We're tied 3-3, under 4 to go in the 3rd. Hulse will be in the gun. Puts Applegate in motion to the near side. Hulse looks over the defense. Now Rogers in motion to the near side. Handoff, Telly Johnson Jr., angling right. Pass at 35. Check that pass at 25 to the 26, 27-yard line. There was some space there, but San Diego State's defense came in quick. Be short of 3rd down. Again, marked down at the 27, so NIU will have to punt.
It's a war of attrition. This is the old, we need in this football game, we need a dirt field, right? The old 3 yards of cloud of dust as far as defense is concerned. Neither team will blink. 1 turnover each by each team, 1 interception, and neither offense was able to convert that into scores. Ironically, both these teams scored a field goal on their first possession.
4th and 3, Huskies punt. Vukovic, high, sparring kick. Napier has to go back inside his 20 to catch it. Makes the catch, and he's pushed out of bounds. Guess who? Trey Porter pushes Napier out of bounds. Nice punt from Danny Vukovic. Much needed for NIU. It's a punt of 46 yards. NIU back on defense. Aztecs will start, I'm going to say, at their own 20.
You know what Vukovic did too, which was definitely planned and executed? He punted that ball to the sideline. It basically pinned their fine punt returner against the sideline as an extra defender. So great execution by Vukovic. Remember, he earned a scholarship this year during summer camp. Tom Foley, last year's punter, has graduated, and Vukovic has done a great job taking over this year.
New quarterback, Bert Emanuel Jr., the quarterback. Jet sweep, near side Napier. Tries to make a man miss, cannot. Stood up. Nice play again from the redshirt freshman, Taylor Powell from Belleville. They're going to give him 2 yards. They say Napier got to the 22, 2nd and 8. Bert Emanuel Jr., we saw him. He transferred from Central Michigan. The junior from Houston, Texas. He's now in the gun. Has Sutton to his left. So Aztecs make a change. 2nd and 8.
Bert Emanuel Jr., more of a runner.
3 receivers to the near side for the Aztecs. Emanuel gets the snap. Looking to throw. Does. Near side caught Napier, but he's pushed out of bounds. Gets past the 25 to the 27. We bring up third down for the Aztecs. Gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 3 for San Diego State to our left at their own 27-yard line.
Both teams, 4 out of 11 on third down. That's how even these teams have been. And neither team has really been able to sustain drives on third down defense. Jelani Williams at one defensive end. Is that Roy Williams? I can't tell the other end. No, it's Jay-Sean Thomas.
It's Jay-Sean Thomas
Jay-Sean
on the far
Thomas.
side on 3rd and 3. And it's going to be an RPO, and it's a handoff to Sutton up the middle. He stood up. Jay-Sean Thomas was in on the play. Jelani Williams. And they're short, and the Aztecs will have to punt it away with under 90 seconds to play in the third, tied at 3.
Well, in the second half for the Aztecs of San Diego State, they ran 2 plays and an interception. They ran 5 plays and a punt. They ran 3 plays and a punt. And they just ran 3 plays and a punt. How good has NIU's defense been today and all year long?
Hunter Green will kick it away. His 5th punt. This one not as good. End over end. Takes an Aztec bounce. Diari Rogers is going to let it bounce inside the 15, inside the 10. Still rolling. It's going to go on a bounce at the 8, make it the 9 of NIU. That ball dropped, about the 25-yard line and take the Aztec roll. It's a punt of 63 yards, and NIU will be pinned back deep, starting at their own 9, going right to left with 48 seconds to go in the third quarter, and we're tied up at 3.
Fortuitous bounce right there for their 5 punter, Hunter Green. He's on the Ray Guy watch list. He averages 46 coming in, 6 of them inside the 20, and he did indeed execute right there.
It's Josh Holtz coming in. We did see one drive from the freshman quarterback, Brady Davidson. He threw a pick. Huskies at their own 9, going right to left. Holst and the Pistols got Poe behind him. Hand off Telly Johnson Jr., though, back also in the backfield. Near side 10, 15, Minuteman mess up to the 19-yard line. Telly Johnson Jr. with a nice gain of almost 9. Bring up 2nd and 1 for the Huskies. And mark him out at the 18.
Good job, good vision. Planted that cleat into the ground. His right foot kicked it back out to the outside. Got one block from Malcor and did the rest himself. Good first down pickup, which increases the ability to replace selection.
NIU does have to get a play off, I believe. Almost the play clock and the third quarter clock's pretty close to identical. So NIU will hold it. And we go to the final 15 minutes.
And it's the end of the third quarter.
We need a sack fly. We need something.
Double in the gap.
Maybe a double in the gap. Maybe we'll see what happens. We got 15 minutes left here at Husky Stadium. In DeKalb, Brigham Field. Stay with us. 3-3 NIU and San Diego State. You're listening to Husky Football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
You work hard to keep your car running and your home safe, so it only makes sense to keep them protected with a company that has your interest at the heart of what they do. That's why turning to Country Financial for your car and home insurance is an easy choice. Country Financial has been providing insurance and protecting families like yours for 100 years. That's the kind of stability you can trust. Our dedicated reps live and work in your communities and are ready to connect you to get you the insurance that fits your needs. Get more from your car and home insurance at countryfinancial.com.
Listen, the football landscape has changed a lot. NIL deals, social media, the transfer portal. There's never been more distractions for an athlete. But Powerade knows what's most important, the commitment to the game. With 50% more electrolytes than Gatorade Thirst Quencher, Powerade hydrates athletes as they block out the noise and put in the work. Hydrate your grind with Powerade. Grab a pack today at a store near you. See product label for additional details. It takes more.
NIU football lives here. 94.9 WDKB.
Huskies Invest, NIU Athletics annual week of giving is less than a month away. Huskies Invest will take place October 20th to the 24th, and our goal is to exceed $1 million in giving during Huskies Invest for the 5th consecutive year. During Huskies Invest, gifts can be made to any individual sport program, NIU recreation, or to a specific areas and projects. For more information, call the Husky Athletic Fund, 753-1923. We go to the fourth here at Husky Stadium, tied at 3. San Diego State Huskies 3-3. Andy Garcia. Mark Lindo here in the booth. Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines. Tony Strikes, our producer, back in the network studios. And Terry Bonadonna, you had your eye on why there was a reason that Bert Emanuel Jr. was in on that last drive for San Diego State.
Yeah, the starting quarterback for San Diego State has been out the last few minutes. He's in the locker room, Jaden Benegal, with an apparent injury. I don't know what the injury was, but he just came out of the locker room, sprinted back to his sideline. So just, at least based on the way things look right now, I would guess we'll see him again on the next drive for the Aztecs. One quick injury update for the Huskies. Chavon Wright was taken to the medical tent, pulled right back out. He's been sprinting up and down the sideline. He's had a lot of issues with cramps over the course of the season. It looks like that might be what it is again right now, but he appears ready to go as well. So much ado about nothing, I guess. I have nothing to report. A couple of guys hurt, and both seem to be okay.
Terry, talk to me about the vibe on the sideline for NIU. You know, the defense is playing well, offense starting to click. What's been the mentality, though, down there?
Well, I think the defense all season long has been the catalyst on the sideline. They're pumping guys up. Offense trying to find answers right now. I mentioned a few minutes ago when Brady Davidson came in, it feels offensively like you've got two starting quarterbacks on the sideline right now, because I know Holst has been the guy playing, but both him and Davidson have been in the huddle on the sideline. They've been working with the wide receivers, working with the offensive line, just trying to find answers right now offensively.
Hey, guys, check it out how even those teams are. 47 plays, 184 yards for the Aztecs, 42 for 141 for NIU. So look how close that is. Both teams, 4 out of 12, third down, San Diego State, 4 out of 11, NIU. And check it out, time of possession, 22:51 for San Diego State, 22:09 NIU. We got a dead even game.
2nd and 1. Handoff, Telly Johnson Jr. trying to angle left, pushes the pile forward, be enough for a first down. Just past the 20 to our left, move the chains for NIU. As we start this fourth, tied it up 3-3. Huskies are working. There's some shadows on the field, but NIU is working with the sun in their eyes going left to right.
Yeah, this rushing defense, opponents have rushed 95 times against San Diego State, and they've only given up 2 explosive plays, runs of more than 20 yards. That is absolutely amazing. Jeremy Reed helps us out on that one.
1st and 10 for NIU at their own 21. Holst in the gun, rolls to his right. Still looking, it's just going to throw it away on this near side. Into the Husky bench. 2nd and 10 for NIU. Clock stop, 14-17 the play in the fourth, tied 3-3.
Take San Diego State's run defense just another step on first down. They give up 3.9 yards per rush. But check it out how stingy they get. On second down, they give up just 2.6. And on third down, they give up just 1.6. So that rush defense is just stellar.
2nd and 10. Huskies at their own 21. Ball set far left hash. Holst handoff, Telly Johnson Jr. England to the outside. He's taken down. Gang tackled at the 23. It'd be a gain of 2 for Telly Johnson Jr. to the near side.
Boy, he did a great job, guys, handing on to the ball, because the first guy got there, stood him up, and there was 2 more Aztecs, 2 more that were just trying to rip the ball out of Telly Johnson Jr.'s hands. But he had the strength and the mental ability to hold on for life with the football.
Can somebody make a play?
Make a
3rd
play.
and 7. Can Holst make the throw? 3rd and 7 at the Husky 24.
Got to account for number 2, Trey White on the outside. Izzy Ozo's going to have to keep him off Holst here.
Rogers in the slot, far side. Holst steps back, under pressure, throws. It's caught. Demopoulos at the 25. Tries to make a man miss, cannot. Taken down at the 28, well short of the first down. It's a gain of 4 for George Demopoulos, the sophomore from Crystal Lake. But NIU will have to punt with the clock counting 13-12, 13-11 to go in the fourth. And again, we're tied at 3.
I'll tell you what, you talk about pitchers in baseball having to ice their arm after a game. Both these punters might have to ice their leg because they've both been very active. And it's so important, the change in field position on each of these exchanges on punts.
Vukovic will be putting away his 6th time. He's averaging 42 yards. Danny Vukovic, high, sparring kick, really good kick. Napier inside his 20, lost it, got it back, and just puts it on the floor and on the field and just covers it up. There was nothing he could do after he fumbled it. Napier just covered it up.
Media timeout.
58 yards for Danny Vukovic. San Diego State will start at their own 20, going right to left with 12:39 to play in the fourth. We're tied at 3. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network. From Van Wagner.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Good morning, NIU sports fans. David with Brothers Country Supply. We are proud to sponsor NIU sports and supply you with all your animal needs. With over 50 brands of dog food, I have to call it a gem of Canaday dog food. Canaday is made in Texas, more nutrients per cup, available in 40-pound bags, not the tiny 20, 30-pounders you see, and the mission with making a dog food better for the pets and the planet. Come into any Brothers Country Supply location and save big on Canaday dog food. That's Brothers Country Supply in DeKalb, Ottawa, Morris, Oswego, and Plano. A proud sponsor of all NIU athletics, making a pet's quality of life better every day.
The flagship station for NIU Husky football is 94.9 WDKB.
Be here next Saturday, October 4th, as the Huskies host Miami, and NIU celebrates its 118th homecoming. Kickoff next Saturday is scheduled for 2:30 p.m. as the Huskies and Redhawks battle for the Mallory Cup. For tickets, log on to NIUHuskies.com/tickets or call 815-753-PACK. That's 815-753-7225. Not only the Mallory Cup up for grabs, first MAC game of the season, but NIU's got some work to do here. 12:39 to go here in the fourth. We're tied 3-3. San Diego State has it back at their own 20, going right to left. Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo here in the booth. Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines, and Tony Strikes, our producer, in the network studios.
About 2 hours and 15 minutes ago, San Diego State kicked a field goal to tie things. 3-3.
Yeah.
That's where we stand now. 2 hours and 15 minutes later, 3-3 in this defensive just war of attrition in the trenches. Both teams just doing a magnificent job. Both punters have contributed, quite honestly. Field position a key. What a great game Matt Jarowski's had, Erweiler's had. Jamay's been good defensively.
So the Aztecs come out. All set the near left hash.
Who's in?
It is Jaden Denical.
He's back.
He's in the gun. In motion, Napier. Yeah, handoff. Near side, opening for Sutton up to the 25. Right on the Jersey Mike's logo on the near side. Matrowski makes the tackle, but not before a big gain of 7 on first down.
That's really the first seam that he has had to run through. Little bit of hole opened up on the left side right there by Jones at 6'9", 330, and Ellis at 6'5", 350. That's right, 330, 350 on the left side.
2nd and 3. Handoff again to Sutton. Right up the middle. Stood up. Roy Williams was there. Oh, it's a play fake. It wasn't. How about the play fake for Denical? Everyone thought Sutton had the ball, and it's Denical going up the gut. And check that, Sutton. Broke the tackle, excuse me.
Yeah, he ran with authority right there.
My goodness, he got through that tackle.
He was stopped, I don't know, almost short the line of gain, and then he busted through for another 4 or 5 yards. Great individual
Jeez
effort.
Louise, my bad. Sutton staying on it. 1st and 10. Handoff Sutton. Cuts again. 45 past the 47-yard line. Close to another first down. Be enough. Move the chains for San Diego State. Another good run for Lucky Sutton.
3 straight rushes. The first time the entire afternoon that there's been a gash in NIU's front. NIU playing 3-man front right now against the run. So they're going to continue to try to punish the 3-man run.
1st and 10 of the Aztecs. A pass to the far side, caught and then tripped up. Napier had some space, but the turf monster got him. He only gained 1 up to the 48, so being up 2nd and 9 for the Aztecs. 11 minutes and counting in the 4th. We're tied at 3.
Napier 6 catches and 4 rushes. That's 10 touches. They want to get him 12 to 14 at least a game, and they're working really hard on getting the playmaker involved in this any which way.
Denical looks to the far side, and the offensive coordinator, Matt Johnson. 2nd and 9 for the Aztecs at their own 48. Going right to left. Be a handoff to Sutton. Far side, cuts up. Trying to push the pile forward. We got a stalemate at the Husky 46-yard line. So I'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Aztecs. Again, good game tackling. Just everyone in the Huskies getting in the act and trying to push them back. But another big third down here with just over 10 minutes to play, tied 3-3.
Matt Johnson, their coordinator, he was a quarterback for Bowling Green, played against NIU for a couple different years for the Falcons. Falcons a factor. They will be in the MAC race this year.
Washington, the running back to the left of Denigal on this 3rd and 3 from the Husky 46. Denigal going to run on the far side, has room, and he's pushed out of bounds, but he might have got enough for the first time. He did. Denigal was tiptoeing the far side. Mohamed Jameh pushed him out, but not before Denigal gets enough for a first down. It's a gain of 5.
He extended that play, kept looking downfield, kept his eyes downfield like a great quarterback would. Once he got to the edge, he knew that he had a little bit of real estate to go through. Really good poise that time by Jaden Denigal, their quarterback transfer from University of Michigan.
9:33 left in the 4th. Tied at 3. Aztecs on the drive here at NIU's 43. 1st and 10. Denigal again throws the screen. Brown on the far side cuts up at the numbers up to the 36 of NIU. Brown made one man miss. He got a block and then he's gain tackled at the 36. Gain of 7. 2nd and 3 for San Diego State. They're going to try to go quick again.
Well, they ran Brown against Roy Williams. Tough matchup for Roy Williams. He was where he belonged, but Brown just made him miss.
Aztecs go quick. Handoff Washington. Cuts up. Gets past the 35. Down to the 34. Quinn Weiler makes the tackle. It's going to be short of the first down. It's 3rd and 1 now for San Diego State. 8:45 and counting in the 4th. We're tied at 3. San Diego State with a big 3rd and 1.
First time all afternoon tackling an issue.
Handoff Washington. I don't think he got it. Erweiler again came in. He's going to be short. Quinn Erweiler again getting in on the line, making the tackle. So it's 4th down for the Aztecs.
Quinn Erweiler is just having a great football game.
And now what does San Diego State want to do?
They go for it, no doubt.
At NIU's 34, it's 4th and 1. Today, San Diego State 1 of 2 on 4th down. Ball set between the hashes.
Erweiler 12 tackles already in this game after 14 last week. What a monster he is for the linebacker position.
Denigal will come up to the line on 4th and 1 at the Husky 34 to our left. Has Sutton to his right. Denigal, play action, rolling to his right, under pressure, trying to make something happen. He flips up and a one-handed catch. No, incomplete. What are they going to call? San Diego State was able to throw it out. Is it incomplete?
Husky ball.
Husky ball. It was almost a one-handed catch. It must have been incomplete. They turn it over and NIU stops him on 4th down.
Yeah, that was the flip to Seth Adams, the tight end.
Ruling on the field is an interception by the defense. First down, Northern Illinois.
We'll take it. Interception for NIU.
Media timeout.
I want to see the replay on this one. Denigal flipped it out. And the interception, it went out of the hands of Seth Adams. And on the bottom of the pile,
the stop is made. NIU is going to get it on the interception, the second one of the day.
We'll get the number on the interception. We come back from the timeout, but NIU gets another interception.
Jasper Beeler on the interception. Jasper Beeler right there when the ball was there. And the Huskies are second Husky INT of the day. This one turning it back over.
Can NIU get some points? We'll find out. 7:46 to go in the 4th. We're tied at 3 as you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner. When the music matters, when the party has to be perfect, there's only one name, NRG Music. From dream weddings to high-energy corporate events and every celebration in between, we bring the beats, the energy, and the unforgettable moments. Our DJs know how to pack a dance floor and keep it moving all night long. Your event isn't just another gig, it's your big night, and we make it legendary. Book NRG Music today at nrgmusicdjs.com or call 815-793-9426. NRG Music, bringing the energy every time.
College football fans, Chris Fowler here with the play call. This season, go for Dose with ice-cold, refreshing Dos Equis. It's more than a single play. It's a mindset. Think of it as a 2-point conversion for real life. Taking the risk, making the bold move. Whenever we get the chance to go big, we take it. On the field and off, always go for Dose with Dos Equis. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Favorite 2024 Dos Equis Lager Especial Beer, imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Husky pride and sounding good in your ride. 94.9 WDKB.
Hey, Mark Lindo, listen to this, huh? Basketball season tickets are on sale now. Season ticket packages start at just $80 for Husky men's basketball and just $35 for NIU women's basketball. To purchase tickets or for more information, log on to NIUHuskies.com/tickets or call 815-753-PACK. 815-753-7225. Basketball not too far away. Get your season tickets. We got an interesting last 7:46 here. What a crazy play. It happened in like a mosh pit down there as on 4th and 1, Donegal tried to get it off to the tight end Seth Adams. He tried to make a one-handed catch, and Beeler came down and made it.
Yeah, no doubt. Beeler was right there when the ball was there.
Yeah.
Seemed like their tight end had the first opportunity. That was just a completely broken play. As Seth Adams, the ball batted up in the air, and no, Beeler with the interception.
Lazaro Rogers now one of the running backs in the backfield. He gets the handoff. Breaks some tackles. 30, 35, 40, 45, past midfield. There's a flag on the play on the far side. Lazaro Rogers got the carry, but this one might be coming back.
That's a hold on the outside. Stalk block on the outside.
Lazaro Rogers able to break one tackle, angling left, had some space.
Holding, offense number 63. 10-yard penalty, replay, first down.
And it's the center, Landon Roan.
And that obviously the best and most exciting play of the day thus far, as the fine freshman busted that one to the outside. Looked like he might get a home run, go the whole distance. Instead, it comes back with a holding on the outside by Roan, who was pulling and then trying to help on the perimeter.
So it's back to 1st and 14 for the Huskies at their own 28, going left to right. Holst in the gun. Rogers in motion to the far side. And it'd be a play action throw, far side bubble screen, caught up to the 33-yard line. Diari Rogers made the catch, just trying to get some positive yards. It's a gain of 5. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Well, they only gave him 4. Now they moved it back to a 5-yard gain. That's what I had it at.
2nd down and 10.
San Diego State has not brought pressure very much. They've stayed in their base defense.
Huskies switching the receivers to different sides. 4 receivers set, 2 on each now. Telly Johnson in motion. Holst all alone in the gun. Gets the snap, throws to Telly Johnson Jr. on this far near side. Too high, incomplete. Trying to get Telly Johnson Jr. in space. Just the pass too high, incomplete. So it's 3rd and officially 9 for NIU at their own 33 with 6:59 to go in the 4th. We're tied at 3.
LaDon Bryant was out there to make a block. He was headhunting, if you will, stalking the safety Eric Butler 6, but that ball just too tall for Telly Johnson Jr. to gather in, for him to catch it and then utilize that block that would be blocked by LaDon Bryant.
Holst back in the gun on 3rd and 9. Gibbons in motion to the far side. All right, check that to the near side, now back to the right of the line. Holst gets the snap, has time, rolls, looking to throw, is going to throw deep on this far side, incomplete. Huskies looking for a flag. There is nothing. Incomplete, 4th down. NIU will punt with under 7 minutes to play here in the 4th, tied at 3.
Let's take a look at some drives here. NIU in the
Why not? No.
Interception. They had to punt after 3. Interception. Then after 4 plays, they throw an interception. 5 plays, punt. 4 plays after interception, punt. And for San Diego State, it's the same thing. Interception, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, and then the last time, an interception on 4th down.
Vukovic, there's a flag. Vukovic drops it, and then he's stripped. There's going to be a flag. This might be a free first down
It
for
has
NIU.
to be. It has to be. It has
Oh,
to
my
be.
gosh. So Vukovic
Face
dropped
mask.
it, and it was taken down. His helmet was dragged off of him. And this might be an automatic first down for NIU.
I think it's offsides on San Diego
Yes.
State, and then ripping off the face mask of Vukovic. Mark it down as a possible huge as the officials sort it out.
Wow.
All we're doing is surmising at this point. Hold on, because this is big, big, big with 6:48 to go in the football game.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both on the defense, offside. Defense, number 26, If penalties decline, personal foul, face mask, defense number 9. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
No matter how to keep the drive going, we'll take it. First down, NIU.
Sometimes you need to have a break or two. That could have been disaster for NIU, but then the late face mask, although the offside would have negated that misfortune on the snap and catch anyway. But the Huskies going to get a first down, fresh set of downs at their 48-yard line.
6:48 to play in the fourth, tied at 3. Huskies have life. Again, Kelly Johnson Jr. comes out as the running back with Holtz. 2 receivers, 1 to each side. The Don Bryan on the far side, Gary Rogers on the near. Holst in the pistol. First and 10, almost at midfield. Huskies going left to right. Holst handoff, Telly Johnson Jr. Cuts right between the hashes, nothing there. Just nothing there. Mr. Williams is there, linebacker. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 for NIU. This is where you need something quick. You got to try something going deeper. Try to get that something and find something that can get going.
36 rushes for NIU. That's the good news. That's why we want to ground and pound. The bad news is with those 36 rushes, they only have 105 rush yards.
Again, 2nd and 10. Huskies at their own 48. Holst. Handoff, Telly Johnson Jr. breaks 1 tackle, but gets back to the line of scrimmage on the left wing. Just nothing there for NIU. 3rd and 10 for the Huskies. 5:42 and counting in the fourth, tied at 3.
Brought a blitz that time. They brought the backer from the middle. Josh Holst on the read. Pulled it back, gave it to Telly Johnson Jr. on the outside. But too much Trey White on the outside, holding the edge.
Huskies spread it out. 4 receivers, 3 to the near side. Applegate in the slot. Far side's LaDon Bryant. Applegate now in motion to the right of the line on this 3rd and 10. Holst, play action. Looks to run, does. Pass midfield to the 45, trying to just stretch his arm out closer to the first down. Holst got to the 44 of San Diego State. It's going to be short to gain of 6, and it's 4th and 4, and NIU looks like they'll go for it.
Key time in the game. They're trying to take advantage of penalty, keeping the football.
Clock
17 seconds on the clock, shot on the play clock. We'll see if they run it down and use a timeout or not.
4:45 and counting in the fourth. Huskies line up for 4th. They're calling it officially 2, and it's a wildcat. Telly Johnson reverse to Holst. Holst tries to make something happen. He's taken down at the 44 on the far side. They're short. And San Diego State takes over. So you have Telly Johnson Jr. in the wildcat. Gives it off to Holst and a reverse. Holst tried to throw, had to run, came up short. Turnover on downs, and the Aztecs get it back almost at midfield with 4:28 to play in Husky Stadium. We'll take the timeout. Tied 3-3. Huskies, Aztecs, as you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Calling all young Huskies 12 years old and under. Join the coolest club in town, the NIU Pup Club, for just $30. 2025-26 Pup Club memberships are available for purchase now, and membership kits will be shipped directly to you. Get more information at NIUHuskies.com/Pup Club information, or call the NIU ticket office at 815-753-PACK. That's 815-753-7225. And go Huskies!
Listen, the football landscape has changed a lot. NIL deals, social media, the transfer portal. There's never been more distractions for an athlete. But Powerade knows what's most important, the commitment to the game. With 50% more electrolytes than Gatorade Thirst Quencher, Powerade hydrates athletes as they block out the noise and put in the work. Hydrate your grind with Powerade. Grab a pack today at a store near you. See product label for additional details. It takes more.
Your radio home for NIU football is 94.9 WDKB.
So after the turnover on downs from NIU on a 4th and 2, they try to reverse And then Holst was going to throw. They don't get it. So San Diego State starts at their own 44, going right to left with 4:28 to play, tied at 3.
Yeah, you go back to that play. Telly Johnson Jr. took the place of Holst, went in the wildcat position on 4th and 2. Everybody in the ballpark, of course, thought Telly Johnson Jr. run. As it was, Holst came back in motion from the far side of the field, took the pitch back to the near side, and nothing going. They turned it over on downs. Credit San Diego State with keeping their eyes. Defense is all about finding the football, not getting lost on misdirection, and the Aztecs did just that, executed there.
Remember, Gabriel Placencia has made 17 straight field goals for San Diego State. His longest of the season has been 42. That was versus Stony Brook. It's 1st and 10 for the Aztecs at their own 44, right to left, ball far right hash. Denical is the quarterback. Scott Washington to his left in the gun. And it's play action. Denical under pressure. Now he's going to run. Past midfield, slides. I'm going to say he started the slide right at midfield. Be a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 coming for the Aztecs.
Timeout on the field for a helmet coming off on the offense.
And it was Denical's helmet who came off. So Bertie Manuel Jr. will come in for one play on 2nd and 4 at midfield. 4:10 and counting in the 4, tied at 3.
Denical's got 20 yards rushing, but he actually has 31 gain before the couple sacks.
Emmanuel in the gun. Handoff Washington up the middle. Gain of 2. Tackle made by Mark Hensley, the redshirt sophomore. So it's 3rd and 2 for San Diego State at the Husky 48. Right to left. 3rd and short. Denical back in. Has Washington to his left in the gun.
So they see the defense, and then they change the play. Does Matt Johnson from the sideline.
Plenty of time on the play clock on a 3rd and 2. Denical keeps it. Tries to go up the middle. Nothing there. At the 49, stood up by Matt Jarowski and Erweiler. How about the 2 linebackers coming together to make the tackle?
Boy, are those 2 good. They are legitimately beasts on the inside. And look at this. Sean Lewis doesn't want to mess.
No.
Because he knows how stellar the defense is. He's playing field position right now. And, of course, if you are NIU, you got to watch a fake.
Under 3 minutes to play. We're tied at 3. Aztecs form up the punt. Hunter Green at his own 36 to our right. Diori Raji setting up shop to our left at his own 10. Waiting for the punt. Green. And awkward punt. Goes out of bounds. It'll be inside the 20, but let's see, like a duck revolving sideways. And they're going to mark it out the 15-yard line. So NIU will go left to right. They'll start at their own 15 with 2:38 to play, tied at 3.
Well, this is an opportunity. We've seen this through Chandler Harness, Drew Hare, Jordan Lynch. You keep going. Childers, this is an opportunity for Josh Holst to know this is the drive that he basically can lead his team to a victory with 2:38 to go. It doesn't matter what you've done so far, not in the end zone. It's what you do on this drive with 2:38 to go. Make your mark, Mr. Holst.
And we got a flag before the play is someone moved on NIU.
Offense number 64. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Aiden Tweedy.
Out of Oswego High School, transferred from Grand Valley. Been stellar and consistent for Luke Meadows all year long.
So this
puts him behind the sticks there.
Yeah. Puts him back at the 10. Lazaro Rogers, one of the running backs, hand off to Telly Johnson Jr. Angling right, gets past the 10 to the 11. Give him the 12. Gain of 2. 2nd and 13 for NIU. 2:27 and counting in the 4th. San Diego State with only 2 timeouts. Remember, they used a timeout early in the 3rd quarter.
NIU doing a good job right now using the clock. What I mean by that is they want to make sure that, they're running the last plays here in regulation. Good job by Thomas Hammock with that. Clock management solid. They'll get ready with about 8 seconds to go here unless they use a timeout.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
Ah, there we go. 2 minutes. They utilize that clock really well, did Coach Hammock and staff.
So we'll take the 2-minute timeout with 2nd and 13 for NIU at their own 12, tied up at 3. As you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Northwestern Medicine isn't just life-changing for our patients. It can be life-changing for you, because a career with Northwestern Medicine means you're part of a leading academic health system that offers more paths and opportunities for professional growth and development. Named to the National Honor Roll once again by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Medicine is relentless in the pursuit of better medicine. And our people make it possible. Become part of something better. Apply today at jobs.nm.org.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. American Family Insurance agents can help protect your future dreams, like turning your home into an oasis. Save up to 23% by bundling home and auto. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
NIU football lives here. 94.9 WDKB.
We've been in some close games, haven't we, under head coach Thomas Hammond?
Oh, my goodness, Six, we certainly have. I'll tell you what, of his 73 games coming in today, 42 of them have been one-score games. So 4 out of every 7 games have gone basically to last possessions, if you consider last-score games. That's the kind of football NIU plays with the defense. The Cardiac Canines, they're at it again.
It's 2nd and 13 for NIU at their own 12 going left to right. It's 3-3 Aztecs Huskies, 2 minutes left. San Diego State has 2 timeouts left, NIU with 3. This is an interesting situation for NIU. You run the ball, you want San Diego State to use some timeouts, right? If you throw it incomplete, it stops the clock.
Yeah, you're betwixt and between right now because you want last ball, but you also want to move the ball down the field to score. Tough play calling situation.
Holst today, 6 of 13, 49 yards. He's been sacked twice. Rushing for NIU, Telly Johnson with 46 yards. Shavon Wright with 27, but as Terry Bonadonna said, Shavon Wright's been in the injury tent a couple times here. So we come out of this timeout. NIU will spread it out with 2 minutes to play. We're tied 3-3. Huskies at their own 12, left to right. Holst will have Telly Johnson to his right in the gun.
2 safeties for San Diego State. Look at how far back they are. They're a good 12 yards back. Their heels are against the 25-yard line, which is basically the first down marker.
Holst moves Applegate to the left of the line. In motion. DeAri Rogers near side. Holst, play action. Throws and incomplete. Tried to find Givens on the run on the near side. Incomplete. So that stops the clock with 1:55 to play. Holst tried to throw on the run. It was a little bit behind Givens.
Please reset the game clock to 1:57. 1:57.
Seems like that took more than 3 seconds, and yes, every second does count right now. Holst came out of the pocket. Givens on a little bit of skinny post or a square in, if you will, right in the middle of the field, right in front of the zone defense of the 2 safeties, and just thrown behind was Holst on that particular pass.
It's 3rd and 13 for NIU at their own 12. Holst, handoff Telly Johnson Jr. to the near side, cuts up at the numbers, gets to the 19, taken down near side. Tanu Latuli was one of the Aztecs on the tackle, and there's San Diego State calling for the timeout with 1:48.
Timeout, San Diego State. Their second timeout of the half. Please reset the game clock to 1:52. 1:52. Thank you.
So 1:52, and now you bring on Danny Vukovic, who just dropped one last time. Got the personal foul. His face mask was torn off of him, the helmet. You need a good punt here from Danny Vukovic. As you know, back deep Jordan Napier will be there. But again, this has been a field position game all day.
Yeah, and they have basically had NIU starting deep in their own territory. Now, this particular drive that stalled was at the 15, but remember, NIU got a penalty on the very first down to stay behind, to get behind the sticks. Tough way to play 2-minute drill behind the sticks on 1st and 15.
Vukovic stands at his own 7 to our left to punt it away. It's 4th and 5 for NIU.
They're bringing 10 people.
Vukovic gets it away. Line drive punt. It's going to bounce at the 45 of San Diego State. Down there by Ross Pedro, the long snapper. So San Diego State with a punt from Vukovic of 36 yards. They're going to say it was touched down at the 44. So San Diego State going right to left at their own 44 with 1:44 to play in the 4th, tied at 3.
So there's special teams right there. They brought 10. They brought 10. They were trying to get a punt block, maybe not, but they were trying to push the pile and force Danny Vukovic to hurry. He did that, and that might be, his second weakest kick of the day. He's been good all day long.
Huskies trying to get a stop with 1:44 to go in the 4, tied at 3. Denegal in the gun, has Sutton to his left. And it's a handoff to Sutton, angling to his right, spins, gets past midfield to the 45, between the hashes to the 42 of NIU. For Sutton, Lucky Sutton into Husky territory. 1st down and more, gain of 13. Clock runs, 1:35, 1:34.
They have a timeout left to get a field goal unit on if that's what they're trying to win with.
1st and 10, handoff, Sutton again, angling to his right, taken down just inside the 40-yard line. Roy Williams there on the tackle. On the bottom of the pile for NIU is an injury. And I believe
timeout.
It's Quinn Erweiler
for a defensive injury.
Clock stops at 1:17. Quinn Erweiler was at the bottom of that pile making the tackle.
Obviously, the most valuable defender NIU has had here in the month of September. He has been an all-league player here in 2025 through the first 4 games.
And they're going to mark the Aztecs at the Husky 40. 1:17 to play, tied at 3. Remember, Palencia has made 17 straight. Erweiler is up. He's walking off on his own.
The injury to the defense has a 10-second potential runoff. San Diego State has chosen to decline the 10-second runoff. The clock will start on the snap.
Quinn Erweiler, 16 tackles, 2 TFLs on the afternoon. How good has he been?
NIU defense, see if we got one more stop in this, guys. See if we can get one.
Clock should run.
It does.
Not yet.
It should. Denegal in the gun. Handoff, Sutton. Cuts to his right, breaks some tackles. Inside the 35, down to the 33. That's going to be a 1st down. They're going to get him to the 32. 1st down for San Diego State. How about the running from Lucky Sutton, the junior?
Just turned it on this drive. He's made some people miss. Is there a late flag down?
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 97. 15 yards after the end of the run. Automatic 1st down.
Sorry, Roy Williams called on the foul.
Field goal range, it is now officially inside the 20 in the red zone.
1:10 left to count in the 4th, tied 3-3. It was late, too. Roy Williams came in late when Sutton was going down and pulled the face mask. So San Diego State down to the 18-yard line of NIU. 1:10 to play. San Diego State with 1 timeout. NIU with all 3. Denegal will be back in the guns. Got Sutton to his left. 3 receivers to the near side on this 1st and 10.
Nobody's catching a ball.
Handoff Sutton. Just trying to get positive yards going forward. Inside the 15 to the 14. Gain of 4. And a timeout.
Timeout, Northern Illinois. Their first timeout of the half. 30-second timeout.
53 seconds left. It's 2nd down and 6 at the Husky 18 to our left. Tied at 3.
Clock operator, please put the clock at 54 seconds. 5-4.
Check that down to the Husky 14-yard line. So 2nd and 6 from the 14.
So if they do not move the ball at all, it'll be a 31-yard field goal attempt for their kicker, Placencia, who's made 17 in a row. And on his career, 22 out of 23. Huskies will use timeout after this would-be run.
You got to get a stop here,
Yeah.
too.
Well, they're trying to make sure they would have some time left if San Diego State kicks a go-ahead field goal.
Yeah. 2nd and 6, again, at the Husky 14. 54 seconds to go in the 4th. Tied at 3, but San Diego State at the doorstep to our left. Denical again in the gun. Ford in motion to the far side. Denical. Handoff Sutton again. Up the middle. Down to the 11-yard line. Timeout NIU. Sutton just finding holes here late.
Timeout, Northern Illinois. Their second timeout of the half. Please reset the game clock to 51 seconds. 5-1.
Yeah, Sutton up to 88 yards rushing. And most of them, quite honestly, have come on this drive.
So 51 seconds left. 3rd down.
Sutton had 3. Sutton had 25 yards rushing after 3 quarters. So he is piling them up after this drive. He made some people miss, shut off some tackles.
3rd and 3 for San Diego State with 51 seconds. NIU does have 1 timeout left. Ball set right between the hashes at the Husky 11 to our left. Got to get a stop here, though.
Look at this. I think they're just going to go ahead and run this out and try to kick the field goal without risking any kind of fumble and handoff.
Denical under center, pushing the pile forward inside the 10 to the 9. So he'll be short of the first down by a yard. There's a flag on the play. Head coach Thomas Hammock almost out to the near numbers, screaming at the officials.
Line judge.
Be 4th and 1.
Talking to the official.
49 seconds left.
Well, they finally get it sorted out.
This is a big call. It's on NIU.
Offside NIU.
Oh, man. Coach Hammock not happy with the call. Wait for the officials' word on this from referee Chris Lemange.
Offside. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Results in a first down.
Now do you let him score?
Yep, that's a thought process.
With 49 seconds.
It's the only way you're going to get a chance to get the ball back.
Ball marks at the 6-yard line.
Guys on the field asking yes or no, exactly what you're talking about.
We'll see, because San Diego State's at the 6. They're just going to down it.
Yep.
So that's a smart play, too, by Sean Lewis.
Yeah, exactly. Very smart play.
Put it in his hands.
He wants the last field goal attempt with about 6 seconds to go.
Denical's just going to down it, take the knee. With 21, 20, 19 seconds left. So San Diego State will have a chance to win it.
With a chip shot of a field goal for their fine kicker.
Gabriel Placencia, again, has made 17 in a row. Going back to last year, it's the second longest streak in the country.
Be a timeout with about, 3 seconds to go? 3 or 4?
Timeout, San Diego State. Their final timeout of the half. 30-second timeout.
Officially, they have it at 2 seconds.
Kind of a quiet over Husky Stadium.
Yeah, it's just been an interesting game. I mean, all the scoring. We haven't had a score since 14:55 to go in the second quarter.
A football game without a touchdown here this afternoon.
So it will be Gabriel Placencia, the senior from Oakland. 17 straight made field goals. The ball will be set right between the hashes to our left.
Keep your eyes on who is going to come over the top. try to get a tip on this would-be field goal winner.
It will be a 25-yard field goal attempt for Placencia, the lefty, with 2 seconds left to our left. The win, not much. San Diego State can win it. Placencia, right between the hashes. The hold from Emil Hernanen from 25 yards out to our left. 2 seconds left. Tied at 3. And timeout from Thomas Hammock.
Timeout, Northern Illinois. Their final timeout of the half. 30 seconds.
Make him think about it. Look at the alignment of their blocking scheme that they had indeed utilized, the Aztecs, and then see where can we find a crease? Where can we get some length in there to try to get a hand on this football?
2 seconds left, fourth quarter here in Husky Stadium. Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo, Terry Bonadonna. Tony strikes back in the network studios as Gabriel Placencia will come out trying to hit a 25-yarder to give the Aztecs the win on the road.
Trying to walk off before their flight back to San Diego State. 2,022 miles from here is their campus.
Not much wind again. To our left, between the hashes. The crowd on their feet. Placencia waits. Snap, hold, kick is up, kick is good, and San Diego State wins 6-3 over NIU here in Husky Stadium. San Diego now 3-1. Huskies fall to 1-3, and we now get ready for conference play here next week as the Huskies take on the Miami Redhawks.
I tell you what, NIU's defense was awesome all day long at San Diego State, and ironically, the only time they moved the football on the ground with Lucky Sutton was the last drive of the game where they took over at the 45-yard line and on their side. And they knew they only really needed to get to the 30. Well, they got it all the way down to the 11 and then kicked the game winner. Two teams with not good, but outstanding defenses.
We'll take the timeout. We'll have the post-game show. We'll go through the scoring. There wasn't much of it. We'll hear from head coach Thomas Hammock. Look at some of the stats. Max scoreboard, and then get you ready for the Mallory Cup game and opening a conference play, Huskies in Miami, here next week for homecoming. The final score from Husky Stadium, San Diego State 6, Huskies 3. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go with the NIU Visa Debit Card. Free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies every time you pay. The NIU Visa Debit Card, only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub? You get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea?